Here I thought I'd wake up first. Perhaps not. I suppose not.
So you don't have any food or anything to offer us?
No, it's
Or
all
not
right.
in storage?
They have a crink
I
in my
hope you
neck.
slept okay.
Ah,
Yeah, I'd imagine so. You slept against the log all night.
well, I didn't want to be too at ease knowing that those goblins were about, I suppose. I slept well, though. I did.
I'm glad to hear it.
What about you?
I slept alright.
Just all
Actually,
right?
the most peaceful I have in quite a while.
I suppose knowing that you have baits for the goblins first outside your tent helps.
It does help, yes. They would probably go for you. Wake me up, at least. I need to take a dip. I've been out of the water for too long.
Sure. I'll be right
Shall we
behind you.
swim back to shore? Of course. I'm the same age as him, and I get insulted when people call him old.
Good morning, Anne.
Good morning, Baylor. How are you?
Rest well.
Good, actually. Thank you for asking. What about yourself?
Well, I did my due diligence in protecting certain people. So, not much, unfortunately. I'm alright. Stick
I
my
have
gun while I'm having a wash.
I have an unfortunate meeting I have to head towards.
What?
Somebody who lives in the inner part of the castle wants to talk to me by themselves in the swamps. So, I disappear.
Over my dead body.
Well, still, it's where they want me to meet them.
Sure, you may feel alone. No guarantees.
Don't get yourself in trouble. Good loggy, good morning.
You
Right.
want to talk, if it's who I think it is.
Pain has begun to numb, but some nights I am well.
Good. Happy to hear that. Get enough rest, did you?
You see, you are...
I suppose. I had much to think of, but that is nothing special. Or so I am told.
Well, a man stuck with his own thoughts are tortured indeed, but you do learn from it. I'm sure you know that. Well, I don't mean to press by you, but I do have to go speak to a couple people. I hope you have a good morning. I'll see you around.
Be well, Schwertar.
You as well, my friend.
and I'm off to the town, or are you going to take a scenic route?
Scenic route. I have to go meet
Alright,
the one-eared mutual.
understood. Of course.
Do not know what
Good
his
day.
intentions are, so we'll see.
Good luck with your endeavors. I will see you later.
I'll hold you to that.
Good.
Bronze? If you're free, I'd like to ask if I find anything in the scribery about a place called Lullen and a George Gilden. Apparently he's a master alchemist, I believe. I'm being asked to look for that.
You're being asked to look for that.
Yeah, Mirandel's asking me to look through the scribe, and if I find the scribery, if I find any books, put it in his desk. If I
Okay.
find any.
With a 5, you're not going to find anything. The most you find is something about Lullen being a logging town, and there being a lord that used to live there, but that's about it. The words are big
Okay.
and confusing, and you'd rather be anywhere else than the stuffy scribery.
Very well.
Morning, Kyla.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
Tired. Was up nearly all night. Sarah asked me to remind you that the gremlin of the swamp wants to take you somewhere. In the morning.
I was under the impression it was Mirandel who wanted to meet me out here.
I don't think so.
Sure, alright. Fine.
Last I saw him, he was up there with Ilagi.
Also, I spoke with Raylan. Lost my temper.
Oh.
She doesn't seem to be aware of what they're planning at all.
Hey, Bronze, I'm researching a couple things. Got a sec?
She also swore to help us
Interesting.
attempt to destroy this gateway in Midoriya.
First I've heard of it.
Conversation was last thing last night.
Ah,
We'll see. I like to think it's the truth, but I'm God.
I'll keep an eye on her.
You watch your own back as well. I know that you're smart, but you're not exactly hanging around people who have your best interests in mind.
Speaking of which, I was wondering if we could start work on repairing my sword. I have some silver to my name now.
I'd never make you pay for it. The only thing I would need help with is getting the materials for it, which means iron and leather.
I can see if I can find Tang today.
How much
Get a
silver
shipment
do you
going.
have?
2 silver. And 70 copper.
Math is not my strong suit. What is... Actually, never mind. Go ahead and get... 24 pieces of raw iron.
Okay.
I'll cover half of it. And you don't have to pay for your sword.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that.
That will cost, about a silver 40 copper, I think. Right?
Okay.
Alright.
Silver 40.
I'll have to go to this strange...
I need to speak to Ulagi anyway.
He's over there.
Yep.
You might want to catch him while he's crossing that bridge.
Christ, Lucy, you look like
Come
shit.
on. I feel like it.
What's
I
happening?
had to make sure that I actually woke up.
Come by the forge and we'll talk about it.
Old things, that's all.
Alright, talk to me. What's up?
I am looking in through the archives for any mention of the name of the alchemist that was with George Gilden in Lullen.
The alchemist there is never mentioned by name.
Okay, awesome. And I'm looking about ways that I have to procure this stonework. Like, is there like a mason's guild or like some people I could contact that might be in the city that can do something like that?
With a 7, you think that there might be a guild of sorts. You're not sure. Your best bet might be to speak to the stonemason, or not stonemason, the mine owner outside the walls.
Damn. All right, thank you.
Okay. Ah, there you are. God, you're fast. It's alright, I'm already soaked anyway.
Need speak.
Speak.
Place safe enough. Need to speak, Blue Man.
Is she around?
Under Usi, safe for now. If need Silva will go. Meet Warren. Empire want Daria. Empire want Badaria. Silva. Silva want help. Vander Usi. Silva want stop Empire harm. Vander Usi. Badaria Silva home. Silva.
I don't
No,
know how to tell you
which-
this. If they've already started reaching Badaria, the Empire's armies, all of their people, will already be all throughout the forest. There are very many of them. Uncountable. They are very deadly, especially to non-humans. They're already there.
I hate to cut in.
Of course, please.
The Dryad actually would like to speak to you on this point, and she is just...
Bring me to her if you would.
Pardon?
Bring me to her if you would.
Oh.
You know,
Perfect timing.
That solves that issue.
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's one last thing that you need to take care of.
One thing on the list off. I will be off though. I'll be back quickly.
excuse me.
Yes.
You have need of me.
CD. Right. Something tells me you probably have already heard about this through another means. But are you aware of the situation brewing with the Empire beyond what we faced at Lulin?
I have. I've heard whispers that they're encroaching on Badaria. That means that
But for me,
Lord Godfrey is losing ground.
so let's see. I got this from a rather reliable source when I was at Lulin with the rest of you. When I was pinned down in that town nearby the river, some of the soldiers that were present among that group were speaking of their plans to move upon there in a few days. So I don't know where you got your information from, but I heard it straight from the Imperials themselves. Although I don't believe they know that I overheard them.
I heard it because Mirandel is planning to send people there again. Before we
I'm not
delve
surprised.
any deeper into this about the gates, Faye, Silver, Iandel, I need you to hear my words very, very carefully. I have been given information that I rely upon, believe to be true, that the Tritons are plotting your death. They're looking to kill you, Iandel. And soon.
What? For what purpose?
I don't know how and I don't know why. The only things I know are this. Kyla came to me and warned me that Ulagi had overheard two of the male Tritons talking about destroying the witch, so to speak. They're very definitive in their speech about taking your life, and that it was necessary. I confronted Raylan about this. She seemed to have no clue. At all. Which I'm not surprised. Mirandel would know that she talks to me. He would have left her out of the loop.
This
also
does not surprise me much.
I also found out, however, from Raylan, that Mirandel has been reinforcing the phrases of dark magics and wickedness. So if there's any question in your head whether or not he was your friend, it's pretty clear now.
Green man, bad.
There was no question in my head, but this only confirms it.
My hands are
Which
tied,
makes this...
Mirandel. I don't even have armor. I've got my sword. I would use it to try and help you. But if they send a contingent after you, I'll stand, but... You get what I'm saying.
So long as I have more time, and itself is responding, they will not be able to find me. That is already beginning to form once more. Changes overnight were more than drastic. It's happening far more rapidly than it has ever happened in the past.
What do you mean?
My grove is returning.
Kyler overheard the male Tritons talking about killing.
It has already
Mirandel.
begun to form. And I dare say it is probably not far from maybe a few days away from gaining its full protections that it once had,
I don't mean to be
both in Badaria and Leather.
selfish, Iandel, but perhaps it will keep you safe. I pray that it does. But everyone who is connected to you, everyone who has helped you, fought for you, were not inside of that sanctum.
I'm aware. It seems that this is rapidly becoming a problem that I will have to address myself if I am to figure this out. I am not surprised that these two Tritons seem to be hell-bent on finding ways to undermine me. It is apparent that they are not on friendly terms with me when I would not freely speak about the matters that they were looking into.
Is that better?
Because I did not trust them.
Well, there are far too many cloaks and daggers involved for me to be able to give you a straight answer. I don't know. All I know is as soon as this idea of magic became common knowledge, everyone's at each other's throats, and it's starting to make me feel like it's been buried for a reason.
Because
Magic.
it is a power
not
that cannot be used by those who are irresponsible with it. Even those who are responsible with it realize that it is best left unused except in dire situations.
May I ask you an honest question?
magic.
Iandel?
Neither good,
Only-
evil.
Only
Magic,
if you are ready for an
natural.
answer you may not necessarily like.
Who decides who should wield magic? With it being as powerful as it is.
Tell you the truth, I do not believe that any of the ones who could give that answer are still with us in this world. The ones who could have given us that answer are the ones who tried to hide it away for a reason.
So then if magic wielded by the wrong person is a danger, is that something that you would agree?
Yes, I would.
Do you feel you are the right
And
person?
quite. From the perspective that I have, I wish to believe that I'm right, but there are easily ways that others could argue that any use of the powers to manipulate life itself
I ask
are
this,
sin.
not to be accusatory, but because Mirandel has said the very same things. And that he truly believes he's in the right. He truly believes
It is
that...
always going to be a clash of ideals, Arn.
True, but a clash of ideals, as far as I have seen so far surrounding magic, kills people.
Magic, danger, all know, understand.
Then it's better off buried.
That is why it is the duty of the Guardians who oversee such
Hurry,
things
not
to ensure its
help.
Then where are these
knowledge does not
runes.
spread to those.
Bury. Magic, no fix, only hide. Ruins, Badaria, buried, found, need, destroy.
At this point, I don't know what to
And
do.
to do that,
I don't. I'll never pretend to understand magic. All I know is that everyone that I was once close and friends with are plotting to kill each other in the shadows to be the first one to reach this source or whatever it is.
as one who wields it naturally, I can assure you it is not something that should be sought after, especially when you know what it actually costs. It is not something that can ever be truly understood until one wields it to realize the dire powers that can be obtained with such things. For some, they have the wisdom to understand that it should only be used in emergencies, and that definition is very strict. But there are others who see it as a means to an end. That is where I draw the line between those who responsibly use it and those who do not.
Magic,
Cannot be bent
no tool
to one's will.
is no tool. Is force, nature, is life, is alive. No understand. Other try, control, make, tool. Knowledge is curse. Knowledge spread, infect other fight. Knowledge
It is an addiction.
find.
Once they taste it, they always want more.
The more you say this, the more makes me understand why it was hidden in the first place. Sure, maybe it does not affect you the same way. But people like Mirandel, we've seen what it does.
It is because the one who taught me its uses has probably seen firsthand the cost of how it is able to destroy as much as it can protect. And even then, the means of which it was attained are still one that I question if it was truly the best option, but
We're
if
going
I
to
had
try and
questioned myself
undercover
back
it
then, we'd probably be dead.
I don't know how we're going to do it. And I don't know what it will take. But we're going to attempt to destroy that game. Not close it. Destroy it.
Silver will help.
We'll need all
Silver
that.
knows
had plans.
woods.
I just don't know
I
how
had
we
plans to go to Badaria, no matter what. I was able to open one before. I should easily be able to break it.
It is a war zone.
I've already made up my mind on this matter on
Iandel, there could be inquisitors
how do you
there.
expect.
If you have all
This
this
is
insight
also
about magic, if
routine.
you have the level head about it, about something that is just showing its face now in the world. You cannot die.
And that is precisely why I must go now. Because the only way to safely get rid of such a font is by someone who can actually tap into it. To try to destroy it without knowledge of how to wield it could easily spell the doom of the entire region around it.
Yeah, so I was fixing to say, if you try and destroy it the wrong way, it could let off a chain reaction.
You've already
that could
seen
probably
what's
devastate the
merely
area.
opening it in the wrong way entailed. Imagine
Hey, Bruns.
the worst process
DM
when you
question
try
for you.
to seal it or unanchor it from its location. I understand your concern, but there's a lot more that could happen from those who don't even have tools to interact with it.
I need a moment to think.
I do not.
Ruins should
ahead.
have stayed buried.
Kidas came talk to me, trying to
Forest.
see if there's any mention of lights
Sick.
around Fair Hollow Lake or in Fair Hollow Lake.
Others
It is
Nothing that
that-
you've seen.
no
It is partially my fault
Okay.
that
Alright,
we
thank you.
even went there
The
in
only
the first
thing that
place.
you know of is that
As the guardian of that forest,
somebody from the tavern is from
it
Fair
is also
Hollow.
my job to see to it that what has been wrong is
Someone from the
fixed.
tavern is from Fair Hollow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Do I know who?
Rumors about that.
will
No, you
not
do not.
stop.
Okay.
Only the way. Ruins many.
Darth,
Destroy one. Many remain.
Silva, that is still my task.
Darth,
Yes.
A guardian
Forest.
of
If
nature
anybody
is
asks
also
you about
guardian of
Fair Hollow,
life. And these are the
you will tell them that
conduits
you
of
don't
which it is
remember
channeled.
anything about it, really, in terms of tales, but you know
There must be
old
one who
Anne
watches
tells a
the
story
gate.
about it, because she loves it.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Silva
Which is why I
will
simply
help.
cannot abide by your request that I stay out of this. I know what I said before. But circumstances have changed.
And what happens if we go there, knowing it's a war zone? You're with people who are loyal, you are their friend, mine included, and we will try to protect you. But Iandel, on the most basic functions, we don't have any armor. Most of us don't have weapons. There are going to be Imperials fighting the Aralandi army, or what's left of it. And let's not forget that it's full of fucking orcs.
Forest always danger. Only through way, not seen, but many in
When we went
forest
there in
now.
the past, it was winter. The forest slept. A hibernation forced by the seasons. It is in its full splendor, and my connection has been fully restored. I may be able to grant us safe passage, seeing as it is my very home.
And we have...
My influence.
We've all forgotten
Multiple
about something.
wells with the dryad.
Say again?
Can pass it. Might still not be ideal situation, but what else than know the forest with the dryad? One thing we should be able to do is go without being seen.
I'm going to reiterate again.
Two
I
of them
believe
have
you.
only pledged
I do.
them.
But the entire remnants of what's left of the Aralandi military is clashing with the Imperials in those woods. All throughout. And all of the orcs will definitely be riled up. I honestly do not think we'll be
Orcs
sneaking
up.
anywhere. And I'm not talking the small ones.
Orcs.
These are those parties that came over the Vernfalda Mountains.
Silva, no. Big trains drove silver from home.
Oh, and I ask you this. You know very well that the Erlandi army is already beginning to falter. And you know that, or at least I know, that they have had those among them who know how to manipulate magic in some form. If they get there and it is still intact, they will use it. And even if we don't go, Mirandil may. And who knows what he is going to do with it.
We're all forgetting something
Cannot be
very
allowed.
crucial. Do you recall what we found there when we first went? Do you remember who was standing below outside of that portal?
Elves from House Ayandar.
The king's own house of Ishmathalos. The High Elves were there, unattacked and unmolested by the Guardians that assaulted us. I have not been able to figure that connection out in almost half a year.
Perhaps they had some form of insignia or item on their person that identified them as allowed to be there.
We didn't have time to
A mark of sorts.
There just seems to be so many parties that are aware of this gate that I fear the more that we dig, the deeper we will find ourselves. And to come across this in the middle of a war zone is a very bad idea. I don't think risking yourself is a good idea. Obviously I can't and won't stop you, but if you die there, I think everyone in this capital is doomed.
If I stay in this capital, I may be very well doomed. You said so yourself. There are people actively plotting my death here. If I am to die, I'm going to do it on my own terms, doing what I need to in order to protect this land and the people in it, even if some of them don't deserve it.
What would you have me do?
Simply put,
Meet others.
what you have always done. Be the leader that I cannot.
I have absolutely no influence, my friend. Anyone who listened to me is now dead. Thanks to Mirandel.
I wouldn't be so certain. You still have people who regard your word to a high degree.
And what, you want me to convince them to go to Badaria again?
I am not saying that you need to, but I will be going regardless.
Knocking.
See who that is,
Question, Arn, you said there was high
listening.
elves there?
Yes, from King Ayanda's house. The High Elf King of Ishmathalos.
Do you think the other person...
Say again,
I
Silva?
need more description. I didn't hear what you
Tall
said.
man, I.
That's Bela, Madam.
Okay.
Do you think a certain long-gone friend could have any help in aiding you while you're there?
I have no doubt.
Oh. That's what you meant. When you were talking about that sick, very person.
I thought I was going to be
Right.
speaking with
I was
them
gonna
as
see
well,
if
but
Liz is
apparently
here,
not.
but I'm guessing she's sleeping.
She is.
No, she is. Well, she has been sleeping, but is also lurking around. She is
I understand.
probably not far, watching
Another
from a
target.
distance.
Was awake all night, protect and stay.
Bela,
Well, that's good. Yes, on. What is it?
the Empire is pushing into Badaria. They're clashing.
Well,
Specifically, where do you know that they are?
They're
not
clashing.
there. No. What are the trolls, the orcs? Why would they push so far in?
Because they know what's there.
Because I know what is there.
Which means Lord Godfrey is losing control of the situation. And
And
the
I
orcs
know
aren't
that
going to
this
stay
plan
quiet
is
during a
true.
fight like that.
I overheard it from the Imperials themselves while we were on our trip recently.
The scouts have already pushed up this far? I suppose it makes sense.
It wouldn't make sense if there
Vanguard
wasn't a
was
strategic
there.
objective. For them to just push into
That's
a forest
what
would make no sense. But because there's something there, that's why.
Fuck.
And because they are pushing in on it, likely means they have some means of
Use.
rectifying the mistake that we made.
But when that was open, didn't you say it opened incorrectly? I don't remember. There was a troll mace on my fucking head, but
From
It
what
did open incorrectly, but that doesn't mean that it can't be fixed.
fixed. You're not suggesting what I'm thinking of suggesting.
I'm suggesting that if they get to it, they will have the
If the
means
Empire
and
takes the
know-how
gate
to
in
do that.
Badaria, the war is over. If they work the way that we fundamentally believe that they function, they will not only be able to appear anywhere in Ireland, but Ozera, which means no one will be able to resist them for long.
Couldn't they have just... That's it. I'm meaning they used the one in Ledford.
I don't know why
Move all
not.
the troops in Ledford
I don't know.
to the forest.
I have no idea.
We know
That has
where
to
the
be
one
it.
in
If
Lead
that's the one in
connects
Ledford's
to.
broken and they can't use it, why would they move here?
Perhaps the location that the one in Badaria connects to when functioning properly
We don't know how
is
these
somewhat
things
of
work.
greater importance.
Fuck. Oh, it's nosebleed.
Apparently, there's talk in town about a trip out tonight. Ron mentioned he had heard about it.
Mirandel's putting people together.
Probably the fish people.
Believe
Really?
me, I do not trust him to know how to fix his own fuck up.
This has to be. This can't be true. Not really. This has to be some ploy just to lure everyone out that knows about the whole portal situation
I'm afraid it's
in
I'm
Badaria
afraid it's
to
not.
cut their necks.
Because I heard about it from the Imperials while we were in Lulin. I know they are doing
It's
that.
probably just misinformation that they want you to hear. Have you ever thought about that?
They didn't know I was there. They were talking amongst themselves after they killed everyone else in the vicinity.
They were pretty adamant that this would end the war for them.
And that it would be a matter of
What do you
a
propose
few
we do? We
days.
walk in peasant clothing?
Bela, I
sword,
don't know.
A shitty wooden shield.
All I know is that both the
Got nothing.
Imperials and the Arolandis will be clashing with each other in those woods. This is going to wake up every single fucking orc camp in those woods. If you're asking me for a
But
solution,
the
I
truth of the
don't know.
matter is... Truth of the matter is, they cannot be allowed to get it. And to be quite honest,
Runes.
I do not believe that Mirandil should be allowed anywhere near it either. Him or the Tritons, if he is employing them to go with them.
We had that conversation.
Runes need
We all know what he wants.
destroy.
Well, we
No,
also know that
Barry.
he wants me dead. So,
Destroy.
That list, unfortunately, is getting longer.
That's the other thing. I don't know if you're aware yet, Bela. But it seems some of the Tritons are plotting to kill Iandel.
She whispers to you that I don't know much about it,
I still do not know what that does.
I don't know.
They get under his skin as well.
But I have a
They seem to
suspicion.
believe wholeheartedly that what she does is witchcraft. What I do know is that from Raylan, who works close with Mirandel, is that he's been reinforcing phrases like dark magic and evil magics. These Tritons have never had contact with her before, or her like. Their first experience is what Mirandel tells them.
We tried to warn him best we could without giving too much detail.
That small little one had a long conversation and still wants to just destroy Adwick for his goal, quest. He admitted that so much is
Was word. Fish man wanted word. Word.
the war just
Beacon.
oh yes. Fishman's looking for a beacon apparently.
I don't even know what
He
that
refers
is.
to
or
beacons,
means.
portals, and just wanting to open portals. That's
It
what
is either
conversation with Silva
a
was,
mistranslation from their people, or it is something completely different that we don't even know.
covering his own ass.
Mirandel would never agree to destroy a gate, even if we figure out how to. He would never. Which means we can just expect a clash. Even if we could...
Must destroy. Was never meant.
We don't have weapons, we don't have armor. And the few people that I trust that would undersee this mission, our numbers are few. The last time we were in Badaria, when it was just orcs, we had chain and leather, we had pole arms, and there were what, 11 of us? Now we'd be lucky if we could get together 5 or 6 that we could trust. Everyone else is dead, Hindel. We have no one.
On what would you have us do?
I don't
Work
know.
with
We're
Mirandil
trying
and
for a
try to
frontal
act
assault.
like that we are friends until the last second?
If we go there, it
This
is
isn't
a
a
war
problem
zone.
we can't ignore.
A war zone.
Yes.
We're not going to be able to sneak through
It
the
does
woods.
not mean we rush the enemy.
That's never the intention. We didn't do that the first time we went. We tried to be as sneaky as possible.
And as Lady Adela said, it was a different time.
Silva knows.
You're right. It was a different
I
time.
did-
It was
and I
quieter.
did not.
It was less awake.
I also
Now everything is.
Yes.
Hey, I just
Which
sent a
is
letter
harder
to
sneak.
Lord Falgrith.
I also
got a
did
second.
not have my power back then. I may be able to help more than you realize.
And if you can't,
We're all
I will
fucked
simply
anyways.
go. I cannot sit idle and let it happen, or
this sounds
Oh,
eerily
we're
like
not
the
fucking
first conversation I
Mirandel's
got
friends.
Bedaria.
If
I will
no,
go one way or
go.
another. If you do not go, I will not hold it against you.
If
but
you
I
do not
must
go,
do
I will
this.
die. I heard that the first time. I'm aware.
I am not. I never said that I have any intent on dying.
No one ever does.
If no, go. Empire will take.
I don't need to know about the Empire. I'm aware of what they will do.
What's
trying
that
to think of a
saying that
solution.
humans like to say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
You are not honestly expecting me to work with the
That's
people
the
who want
only
me to do
common
you.
thing we have between Mirandale and ourselves.
He's the only person that has
At
the
least as
money
far
and
as we
capability
know.
to help y'all get to at least to the gate and then overthrow him. That's
Go
my
ahead, I'm
suggestion.
listening.
And so,
From
If
what we've been
Mirandale-
told, they want her dead and they have been throwing her under the bus.
I sent him
with
a
flames.
letter
What is a bus?
asking him for more details about closing this thing. Let him know kind of more in detail the state of it in case he's not fully aware that it's glowing red with evil.
If that were the
Um,
case,
he
why
knows.
is he encouraging their
And also
delusions?
that the group I'm getting together is expecting to get, or
He has,
is
he ha-
you know,
has a
without
reason
pay
and a
is proving to be
motive for
difficult.
what he is doing.
I'm hoping to ask for crown funds for the mission.
Is that the whole letter?
If you want me to work with him,
I feel like there was something else.
I would need his assurance above all else that
I think so.
he would not stab
Okay,
me in the
thanks.
back, and I know that he
Thank you.
cannot say that with any amount of honesty.
Sorry to suggest
There is
that
no
you
honesty
say
left in
anything.
Mirandale's body. Whatever he says to you is a lie. Expect as soon as he is
Said a
done with
word
you
to me.
that he will try to kill you.
His coin isn't. He's made it.
I lied. There was
time and
one more
time
thing.
again that he's
I warned him about
willing
Ollie
to
and that he
chip
looks
in
like
for the
he's scouting the walls and
survivors.
things for weaknesses.
Listen, Alan, we're not his fucking friends. If we're gonna go with him, if people are going to get gathered up, if Endo is
Said he was around
destined
yesterday,
to
but I don't know
go,
if he's here today.
no matter what we do, let's make an offer. We those forests. We've been there before. We have kept our mouths shut. Have him pay us. Have him equip us. So that we are ready.
Mirandale has never once
If
been in
not-
charge of these issues. You know that. You remember this. He's a fucking puppet on strings. He has no influence. I know a puppet king when I see one.
Perhaps the one holding,
Fulgrith is the
perhaps the
one.
one holding the strings has given him the means to do so.
He never
His
has before.
solution
One more thing.
simple. Ask. Wait.
I'm letting him know I'm sending a couple letters
Ask.
to
Wait.
my patron and the king, just
I
essentially.
do not trust Serveth
the
any
gist of
more
what I'm
than I
sending.
can throw her
You
either.
can't trust her at all.
Wait. Want. Be trusted. Wait.
Letters that
need
have been sent yet,
job.
waiting for his approval.
Let. Wait. Speak. Learn. Motive.
Why wait?
Silver. Ask.
Let's go find out what his fucking motives are right now. Where's Tang?
Fighting
Last
the
I saw,
last
he was
time.
delivering something inside Adwick. It's probably there at the mines.
Who else can we trust?
I don't know.
You?
I would get
Myself?
the other Bjornings together, as
Tang?
they have a blood oath with me at this time.
Friend.
And you know Bjornings don't tell.
Other. Here.
They carry
Was.
secrets to their graves. I would bring them.
I'm quite certain that, based off our discussions last night on the subject, Lisa is going to be glued to my side no matter what I tell her.
Then I must be
She's
glued
dead
as
set
well.
on helping
Ryan.
me.
Ryan has offered help, but he did not seem like he was in a good mood today.
Fucking tavern
I
owner.
to talk to you about.
Silva will help. Silva knows what's.
Someone's knocking at the door.
And another knock.
Here now.
Always is. I'm waiting for the day for it to be fucking paladins.
Or
To be
Mirandel.
quite honest,
Man, medicine man.
Medicine man.
Medicine.
he's talking
What a
about
shaman.
the innkeeper. The one who has to deal with me.
Speak his name when he shall appear.
Well, then let's stop saying Mirandel. I don't want to summon him.
I would love for him to be summoned right here in the middle of this fucking room.
Bring him in, Silva, but we can't make it be long.
Right. Let's absolutely skip the middleman. Balo, if you think that they'll listen to you, grab your Bjorning friends and meet me at my place of work. I will find Tang, and we're gonna go into the scribery and find out what the fuck he's planning to do.
Now.
Now.
Very well.
You two go handle this.
By force, if need be.
Be careful, Arn.
I will. Y'all act like Falgor doesn't know everything already. That's been the constant that the Ledford survivors have dealt with, is that Falworth always knows. There's no reason to plan around, oh my god, he might know, because he always knows. He always has, and it's safe to assume he always will.
Like after men and Adwick to swooning over her, you know that?
No, I didn't. Mr. Ono,
Oh, no, you
before you enter,
How are you?
15 copper tax.
Copper tax?
Yeah.
I'll pay it.
For what?
Yeah.
Everyone pays it.
I need to speak to you.
Well then,
God, you've seen better
looks
days.
like you paid for.
Tang! I need you. Meet me at my place of work.
Understood.
Thank you, Captain.
Did you ask Baylor to gather everyone?
I did.
Oh no.
I'm listening.
I'm afraid we'll need to speak elsewhere, with someone else.
I'm on my way to have a conversation with someone that's important.
I will wait outside.
Lucien. I'm going to go ahead and whisper to you. If things come to blows, can I trust you?
Always.
Do you have a weapon?
I still have the spear.
Grab it. I'm gonna go ahead and whisper to you, Tang. If things come to blows in the scribery, can I trust you?
You can.
Alright. We're waiting for the others. And then we have some questions to ask.
I'm gonna whisper very softly. My helmet. Where did you store it?
You're so stiff, Aaron. You should do lectures in the morning.
Get plenty of stretching and working at the forge.
You can put it all inside of a big sack on his back.
Goblin glaive.
It's just got a whole lineup waiting for her.
Not surprised.
Probably because she doesn't show up to her fucking job.
We're just waiting for the others and then we'll go. How may I help you?
Per our discussion earlier, draftsman's drawings. It's this deep.
Very good. I will look over it shortly and discuss with you at length what you're looking for.
Thank you.
My
Not
pleasure.
bad, Arn.
Have yourself a good day.
Lucian, have you seen Wolfire anywhere? You look like
Yeah, she's still by the stars as far as I know.
you look like you're dead. Are you alright?
I should be alright.
Really gotta take a rest.
Just a bad night.
I understand that. Right, I gotta find Wolfire.
Last I saw, they were at the tavern.
Thank you.
Come on, let's find
Did you
them.
have business with one of the smiths?
Waiting's taking too long.
Mainly just seeing how soon you're gonna get the stone.
I'm able to get it closer towards noon. I have previous business to attend to.
Might not be able to get it to you today then.
That is fine.
Alright.
We're going to look for them. Waiting is taking entirely too long.
I know where some of them are.
I saw them in
believe
the
I saw.
town square not too long ago.
Who are you looking for?
Friends of mine. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. And if you get
We'll
the
be
order
back.
for yourself and then an order for me, I'd appreciate that, and I can pay you when you drop them off.
Should I wait here?
I don't know how long this will take. I don't want to have to keep you sitting there.
We'll be done by the end of the day.
I'm sure you can find me with
Should I
ease.
come with you then? Do you need help?
No, I'll be fine. Thank you.
Yes, I do. Did you already pay for it? I cannot remember.
Excuse me, sir? Can I interest you in some minter berries? 3 of a kind.
It is in my work
did
area.
promise you I'd
bottom
buy them next
of
time,
the
didn't
table. There is a sword stashed there.
That's entirely up to you, sir.
How many for how much?
That would be 4 copper or 9 berries. Would you like the raspberry, the blue, or the blackberries?
Whichever you think is best.
Blackberries are quite ripe today. Here you go, sir.
Thank you. Very much.
Thank you.
Hope you have a good day.
No.
There's some blackberries. Would you like some?
I understand I don't want any.
Who's Baylor?
There's blackberries. Would you like some?
Yeah, fuck off before I smack them out your hand.
There's some blackberries. Would you like some?
I'm gonna do a quick sweep.
Last I saw, he was headed that way, but he could have returned to the town square.
Now, let's do a sweep around here first.
I'm on my way. I do not mean to offend God.
She's your grandma. That's not even worth it.
Yeah,
Shit, so
how could you be?
Sure.
She's your. If you don't give me that 20 copper, I'll throw you in the dungeon.
Jack.
You look like you've been through the shit.
Can I speak to you in your place of business?
Of course.
Make sure Lucian's tired ass knows to come in here. We're going to go have a conversation with Mirandel in his scribery. There are things going on that need to be addressed. Things that are being done in the dark need to be brought to light, and more importantly, things happening in Bedoria that he's privy to. All of this cannot be spoken about out in the open. At all. None of it. The wrong people find out, you will be dead in the night. Do you understand?
I understand.
When we were in Bedoria last, as a quick recount, we had found one of these archways. The archway was turned on incorrectly by Mirandel, soon after we fled. What we understand about these as a recap is when they are used, they allow people to travel instantly from one part of the world to another. The Empire is getting close. Close to the one in Bedoria currently. The Aralandi soldiers are losing their footing. If they take that gate, everything is lost. Everything. They won't be able to just go anywhere in Ireland, they'll be able to go everywhere in Ozera. So if Ireland falls, so too will the others, if the gates extend that far. Apparently, from what I have gathered, Mirandel is fully aware of this, and he's planning to send people to Bedoria. Rather than letting him gather like-minded people around him that want to use this gate, we want to go there and make sure it is off or destroyed. Now, I'm not saying everyone in this room is committed to Bedoria. I haven't even asked them. This is just so I can corner him and question him and find out what he knows. Also, to make it clear to everyone in this room, the Tritons are planning to kill Iandel. They have been plotting to do so. The only one that I believe currently is not a part of it is Raylan. I am aware that I am biased,
information
so
on that
watch
too.
her anyway.
I spoke to Ulagi this morning to clarify what he told me last night. I asked him which Tritons tried to convince him to turn against Yendel. He said only 2 of them, and it was the males.
So that might
verify Raylan's story a bit more for you.
Then you have your answer. The male Tritons are looking to kill Yendel. What I have been told by Raylan is that Mirandel has been reinforcing phrases such as dark magic and witchcraft. He is knowingly turning these people against her. I don't know why.
Bastard.
My only guess is that he's the only, or she is the only threat to him. So, maybe if he feels cornered, he won't do anything rash, and we can find out what's going to take place in Bedaria and keep Yendel alive. Is there anyone who disagrees with this action?
No.
No.
Regardless of what he says, we should take it with a grain of salt. We know he tends to not tell the entire truth at all times.
He never tells the truth anymore. Mirandel died at Ledford. Whoever this is Fulgurth's puppet. Now he's dead. We'll catch up. We have to find the others.
Before you do, we still have a safe location to speak of this. And I trust you all. You are aware the runesmith that just met us outside of the forge, correct?
Yes.
He's gonna pull out a dark, blank runestone. Looks similar to the kind of stone that was used with the archways.
Because of my stupid PC, Jack
He handed
agrees
that
with
to
you
me,
and he's
not
willing to
knowing
go
what to
with
do
you
with
to
it.
Bedaria, but if
Thought
I
that
can't
I
make
would
it
know
tomorrow, he will
more.
definitely lend his sword to those who need it. I'm so sick of this PC problem.
Seems, if they are investigating these, they may have confided it in the masked dwarves.
More and more puzzle pieces. For now, let's focus on finding the other Bjornings. Baylor should be able to bring them to our side.
What are you talking about? I paid my tax yesterday.
Pay right now.
50 copper.
Are you king's service? I'm gonna serve the crown.
Where the hell is Baylor?
I haven't seen him since, actually.
Yes.
Have you seen Baylor recently? I last saw
I
him
asked
with
them.
you.
Yes, they were looking around for Ulagi, and then they said they went outside. However, I have doubts that is true.
I see.
Are we still meeting at the smithy for something?
Yes. We are.
All right.
Well, Baylor was the one to tell me a while ago, 10 minutes to Smithy, so I
Very well.
assume he will go.
We'll go there now.
Finished already?
No, I'm just starting.
Nah.
We'll wait here for the others.
Okay.
Hopefully
Text
Baylor and
Tab
Ulagi
in.
cannot take further. Sure, if you're quick.
Okay, there.
Nope.
You're gonna rob an establishment or something?
Something like that.
Please let me help.
Ah, there you are.
The
Or are you
lobby
actually
stands
outside, or were the guards who yanking my chain?
Do both of them?
I haven't told her anything. Why would I? It's the streets.
You know, I literally told you like 10 minutes ago.
Make it very clear.
I'm just...
Could come to blows. So if you're not willing, don't come.
What are we doing?
Getting answers.
Righty, good talk.
Yeah.
Magistrate and see if he is willing to part with some funds to supply the craftsmen so they can produce things ahead of time. They can't just make it.
Indeed. I encourage you, Mirandel, to do such. For if we don't have these things to take care of ourselves, what will we do? It seems like you have business.
It'll be advice after this.
Calm yourselves, guardsmen. Don't do anything hasty.
Oh,
You know,
Quite
just a sudden
quite
influx
sure.
of 5 of you. Get your hand off the weapon on.
Oh, make that
Does he
6.
work for you too?
Excuse me, how
7?
much is
Guardsmen, I'm going to meet with these
7.
individuals
Something going on
in
right
my
now.
offices.
I'll talk to you in a moment, sir. I'm sorry.
I'll
I need
be
to
back
get
out in a moment.
an ink. Or my ink. Can I get that?
Shall we?
In a moment.
Could you get any hotter time, for fuck's sake?
I'm working on it.
Welcome to my offices. Well, since you're all gathered, feel free to make yourselves comfortable. Oh no.
Here, those chairs will never get used.
Not by this one.
It will seem so. In either case, I'm sure you know why I have summoned you here by now.
You want him here, Mirandel? I would say no.
I believe he.
I'm just gonna make
Believe he
I'm
is.
just here to make sure you don't bleed on the books when this inevitably goes south.
Is that not my
Have
job?
more faith.
No one else.
I think
You
your
meet
job
with
is to
us
make
and
sure
us
he
alone.
doesn't bleed in the first place.
Fair enough.
It's alright, Mirren.
I believe the scribe will be accompanying us on this mission.
But in a great enemy mission.
Fair enough. Are these two with you?
Everyone that came in here with me.
These newcomers? There's more.
Peonies carry secrets to their graves.
A woman is with them.
You should
She
know
was held
this.
up
You're
at
a
the door by the
scribe. If
guardsman.
you've read anything about the fucking.
And
Watch the
Lucian
tone,
as well.
Baelor.
Yes, there's no reason for it.
Very well.
Like a child.
There is a issue at hand that I'm sure at least most of us in this room are familiar with. Those who were at Bedard Forest know what I mean. The Crown has given me notice that the Empire, their front lines are nearing Bedaria Forest, and soon that area of land will be enveloped under their control. And with it, they will have control of the relic within. I'm sure that you understand that this would spell doom for Ariland. And despite your distaste for me, I do only have one major goal, and that is to make sure that Ariland does not crumble. So, I have been tasked with putting together a team to go back there. We will be given the means to close the portal. A trusted agent of the Crown will be accompanying with a means of doing so. Apparently they know how to close it.
It's not easy. That's what you're asking.
I can barely read.
We have no weapons, no armor. Even if any of these people wanted to get roped in, which I highly doubt, we don't have the manpower. How the fuck would we walk into a war zone
Franz, is it okay for me
that is also full of orcs and accomplish this?
Good question. I'm trying to procure funds to potentially help. Maybe requisition some arms and shields.
Say again?
Is it okay
Perhaps
for me
if
to
I can get the
NPC?
handle on some
I'm already done
simple
with what I needed to
gambesons,
do with my
but
player
not sure if that is likely.
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you.
It's not a pretty mission. Never
No,
is.
nor was it the first time.
I am fully aware of that. The alternative not doing this is, well, being completely overrun by the Empire. Of course, Ireland can't send men officially. They'll be snuffed out too soon by the Empire. And so it has to be taken care of discreetly by those who are not officially affiliated.
And are you going?
I thought about it, but I think you all would just take that opportunity to, well, to be quite honest, kill me.
The opportunity's right here, Mirabelle. I haven't taken it. Every time I see you in
No,
the
but that's
streets,
because
the
there's guards
opportunity's
here.
there. Your guards are
Going
fat
to be
and
honest,
slow.
Mirandal, I would not be able to keep all of them at the bay. And your guards are outside. If they wanted to
I
kill
know.
you, they already would have.
There's 3 Bionings in here.
I'll try not to miss each one of you. Take your try.
Before or after we transform? That's what I
Oh, in
want.
here. Make my life easier. Please. Caged animals are the best.
Every last one of you would be slaughtered if we wanted to kill you. Obviously we don't. Not right now.
And what assurance would I have if I
None.
went where I
Not
did
a
not
single
have
fucking
guards?
one. But if you're not going, I'm not. I'll tell you that right now.
And why is that, Arnold?
Because I'm
I'll
not
be
going to
going.
go and do Mirandel's dirty work. If he's going to dance for his puppeteer, he's going to
Mirandel's
dance
dirty
there.
work. It's Fulgurith's dirty work.
No.
As I said,
Cerebith, it's
if the
fine.
puppet's not going to go, I'm not either.
Then, Arnulf, I'll go on a condition. If I can be assured that neither you nor your companions will put a knife in my back, or otherwise kill me or leave me for dead during this mission.
The only assurance
And we can
that I
work
offer you,
together to
Mirandel,
ensure
is the day that it happens, it will be in
that
front of you and looking you in the eye.
after the Empire is dealt with.
You need us.
Can we
more than
agree on that at
need you.
least?
Otherwise,
Not
you would not be
entirely the case.
consorting with us.
Not entirely the case at all, Arnold.
Then take care of it. We're done here. Thank you
Yes,
for your
Guardsman.
time.
What
Let's
can I
go now.
do for you? Hold on.
The seamstress supposed to be a part of whatever this is? If you're
Yes, bring
asking.
her up.
All
What?
right.
Apparently she wanted to go or
Are you
something.
mad?
And
Are you fucking stupid?
Is that a
Wait,
question?
you're Miranda. For God.
Listen now, for
No.
fuck's sake.
Tell her to
Well
Can
done,
we
you.
not have a risen blood pressure for 1 moment?
I've got nothing to talk to you about,
Like
Mirandel.
men.
You need us. We do not need you. Otherwise, you'd be using whatever resources you have to get
If
this
you
done.
gave a fuck about
That's
your
simple.
land, you would go on this mission.
Cerebith, you're the last person I care about the opinion of. I don't care. You're a voice that just echoes in the
It's not my
background.
opinion.
As for you,
Fact,
Mirandel,
idiot.
I have nothing else to say to you. You either go with us, and that's
On.
it.
Stop counting your coin.
I also concur, Mirandel. I'm not going on a suicide mission alone.
Mirandel Arn has a
Fine.
point.
I'll go.
Very well. We still do not have weapons and armor.
I will see what I can do about it. Mark my words, though, if I do end up missing, people will start to ask questions that I know you are very full aware of. You do not want on. Well,
Nothing is
you don't want
The
to be
way
on their
that these
radar.
people keep
Mirandel,
secrets,
Festival.
people will always be asking questions, and they'll always have their answers. Because no one knows how to keep their mouth shut.
Do these people know how to keep their mouth shut?
Perhaps, maybe. We'll see. You don't really have a chance to try and figure that out. We need the manpower. 3 Beornings, Warforged, and a couple of other souls willing to throw everything away in the hopes the Empire doesn't burn us at the stake. You'll have to work with what you've got.
Fine. Then I'll give you this in fair warning. If this is talked about in the open, people will find out, and it will be your head, and there's nothing that I can do about it.
To say
It's
it
not a
more
threat,
nicely,
it is just
it's of
how it
utmost
is.
importance. Because if spies from the
There is
Empire
no
hear
nice
of this,
way.
then the whole mission will be a failure. Think of it like that
For
instead.
people here who still don't understand what we're talking about, there is something in Badaria that no one's supposed to know about. The Empire is an all-human faction. They're only humans and they hate everything that is not human. That includes Beornings, Elves, Dwarves, Warforged, Drow, Triton. If they get a hold of it, whatever it is, they will destroy the Erolandi's ability to keep them at bay. For whatever reason, Erolandi men cannot go at all. So either we pull this off by the skin of our fucking teeth, or the Empire will be running everywhere that they want to, and we will lose everything. And if you're not a human, you will burn.
Holy End is already here.
I know. Probably from people not keeping their mouths shut.
I'll see what I can do about requisitioning supplies.
Supplies, such as weapons and armor and pay.
Yes.
Fine.
I feel
I can't speak for anyone else in this
if
room,
we have,
but I'll go.
and I will hold my tongue until those who have made up their mind remain.
I know if the Empire makes its way there, I know that Ireland will fall. Bye.
I assume you are bringing Haskell with you.
Always.
And I will make sure he is safe.
Longi isn't to me. You will go as well.
There are many reasons why I can't say no. You'll have me.
Time.
I'd like to mention something about Oleander. And what spotted him doing. I followed him around the poor quarter. He seemed to be checking out the walls, staring for long periods of time, up where the guards were walking, all around the castle. And then he left.
He's planning a siege. That's what he's doing.
A question. Something.
Poor quarter will burn.
This Oleander. Who are they?
The same
Why are
empire
they
I
a
mentioned before. They have a force, all humans called Inquisitors. Normally that wouldn't pose a problem, except these Inquisitors spend their entire lives training in combat, usually against multiple opponents. The way that it's explained is that Inquisitors' training is so hard that most of them die throughout the process. Those that make it have specializations in fields such as alchemy. They know how to use flails, which destroys armor. They know how to use swords to cut down unarmored opponents. And they know how to use night killers. Think of them as loud crossbow bolts that can blow a man to pieces. They're very dangerous. And they're best fighting outnumbered.
If such a person is in the walls, why have the knights, the soldiers, not been told if they are an enemy of this
He's not
land?
here anymore. I watched him leave. He has not.
Tang, are you willing to go?
Well,
you don't have to.
Given what we had dealt with last time, I would have to say I am not confident if we do not go in with the proper resources.
Nor am I.
But if it is for the good of Ireland, and to protect my friends, I will.
Then one more thing must be addressed. As you have your ears everywhere, sometimes the people that associate with you speak out in the open. It's very foolish. We'll go with you, in good faith, for a common cause. But whatever plot that you have to murder the Dryad, that your Tritons are speaking about out in the open, you had best tell them to stop.
Fuck?
This is your one and only warning.
He speaks of the others.
Murder the Dryad?
Stop speaking to fish because that's not even a thing. We're on the same team in regards to protecting.
They spoke out in the open and they weren't
always
heard.
have been.
They're planning to kill the
Well,
Dryad.
they're fucking idiots, and one of them
I'm
doesn't
not
even
talking
speak
to you,
common
Sarah.
on. I have tried to
Let
stop
me be very
them.
clear.
Watch your fucking words.
I am not included in whatever plot they might have with that. All I am concerned about is her practicing dark magics and hiding it.
Respect is earned.
And you have said several times that I earned it, which means if you're acting this way now, I haven't, and you've lied about yet another thing. Your speciality.
Well, seeing as you're acting disrespectful.
If you would continue,
It's
scholar.
Let the adults talk, little one.
Shut the hell up, big woman. You're not even supposed to.
There's no need to get. There's no need to people to be getting all up in arms about everything. I'm not trying to kill anyone, Arn. I'm concerned because she is going down a dark and dangerous road. Something that I've seen her change over time. I'm sure you've seen it as well. She used to be benevolent. She used to be self-sacrificing.
I just watched her save an entire village from poison. Risk herself to save more
the life out of
humans.
the fucking forest. Do you see a balance? Because I
That's
don't.
also true.
And this involves this whole magical bullshit that you've been harping on about since last year. You don't know anything about it, you've dabbled in it. You left the gate open in Bedoria. Who knows what you've caused and done? I don't hate you for that, I hate you for other things.
Mistakes I'm trying to fix.
Well, there you go. Maybe it's a mistake she's trying to fix. Because she has saved your life.
Actively sucking
she
the
has
life
saved
out of a
your
forest,
life.
not a mistake.
And she has saved almost everyone in here who has known her's life.
Actually, we saved your lives, but they're never going to believe us.
Mirandale's already admitted that's not the case, so we'll not delve into that further. If you're going to lie, you need to talk to each other
Sure he
beforehand.
did. You love putting words in other
You
people's
please
mouths,
just...
don't you?
If you're going, let me know now.
We've already
I'm
gone
tired
over
of this.
My brother arrives.
Let him in.
Let him in. I think now is a good time to also impart the severity of what you have been told, Mirandel. That you imparted upon me.
Go ahead. Specifically, what are you referencing?
The rumors you told me from the crown of the new trinkets that the Imperials seem to have and use freely.
Indeed. Most here know of
You
them.
know more of... For those who were not told, because, or as I'm aware, they were not listed in that description of what he gave, the use
Yes,
of
well, it would
magic.
appear that some use strange trinkets. I'm not sure of the exact nature of such things, but from what I understand, they wield magic as well as alchemy.
The more
Of what
places
nature
that
I
these
cannot be certain,
Imperials- The more places these Imperials capture, it's safe to assume they'll be deciphering whatever ruinous secrets were kept in. For those
If we're
who
going to
remain
ask those
unconvinced.
kinds of questions, why the fuck would Bedoria matter? They have Ledford. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
We're missing something.
Perhaps we are.
To my current understanding, correct me if I am wrong, Thessalon, there is that gate that remains unclosed, spewing out dark magic, and the Imperials move towards it. Personal theory, as one who is a little familiar with rituals and such studies of old lost things, if one is given enough time, great power can be found from even seemingly unassuming leads. Say a gate that is left or not working properly. Oh, I don't know, maybe how to build one themselves.
And we turn it off however we can or destroy it, preferably.
We
Aye.
break it. And leave them
Exactly.
behind.
Because
I
even
will
if
be
we
given
do
the tools to do as such.
turn it off or however we want to phrase it, we have no way of knowing if that'll stop the Imperials from turning it back on. If it can be destroyed, it must.
Aye.
It can be, I've seen it.
Aye.
What I'm to be given is apparently what will keep the Empire from using it against us. That is what I know.
And who told you that?
Who do you think?
Cause. Then I'll ask you an honest question. Do you trust that? Hostilities
I don't think
aside
it is in his
for one
interests.
moment, do we honestly trust that? Can we be sure?
His true motives are still a mystery. However, I feel like letting the Empire in undermines everything he has worked for up until this point. He is keen on consolidating power, but it for himself, not for the Empire.
To put it bluntly, it doesn't matter if we believe him or not. It's what's going to happen.
Rolling.
He's never been wrong.
Serveth with a 2. No one else can see it, but your chains are going to start to burn really heavily. Even if that's the case. Whatever it is that he is up to, whatever it is he is planning, for now, it aligns with what we need. I think. I don't know. We'll just have to stop the Empire from doing what it's doing. Who else is coming? Because these folks have said that they would.
Obviously, me and me brother.
Do you have any skills with a weapon?
Yeah. Our armor will never stop me.
You shouldn't be asking that. In case you remember, most of the dwarves we had in Ledford didn't need it.
True.
They can swing an axe or a pickaxe.
They're
strong enough.
You're right.
I am more
Both of them are very capable
capable
of
of
defending themselves.
this one's. It is better for us to know what each one's uses are in the field, so we don't send some fuckwit who doesn't know what they're doing into a death situation.
I hate to tell you, but get involved in this group and you're going to be sent to a lot of places where fuckwits should not be. We have to make do with what we have. Most of the people here are capable
we
with
should at
something.
least-
That being said,
So then who else?
you have your dwarf friends. I'm assuming Raylan and Serevith are also going with you. The other Triton as well.
He does.
Kidos, yes.
What are your
Kudos
numbers?
going.
Duros is not a fighter.
Understood.
Repeat that on.
Said, what are your
What are
numbers?
your numbers in totality?
What you have named off. Well, there's also the steel, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Neither do I.
No.
Kyla.
She wants spider silk, but we
Are
can
you
just
coming
bring
with
it.
us?
I don't understand.
No, we cannot. Do you know how to get it out of the spider? Didn't think so. She wants to go, let her fucking go. If she dies, she dies. We have another scene.
Are you coming, Kyla? 13 in total.
It's good numbers.
We need
Is
out of that armament.
I know. The best that we're probably going to
from this forest.
Plenty.
From what we've overheard
Other
at
than-
Mullen and what's been explained, it seems that the Empire is moving in with a specific target in mind. We can only assume what that is. Which means they'll be sending people that they believe can hold their own ahead of the main force. Which, if it has anything to do with the people we saw, that means the Golden Lions. If you don't know who they are a mercenary company that the Imperials put together to spit in Erlin's face. Made up of deserter Aralandis or captured prisoners with no other choice. Serve or burn at the stake. Every Golden Lion there is used to be an Erlandi. On top of that, if it is the target we think, we can expect at least one Inquisitor. I would think that's a safe bet. somebody of importance to oversee it. This also means that Lord Godfrey, not knowing what's there, is going to clash with the Imperials in the woods. So the entirety of those woods are going to be a battlefield. That's going to rouse every single orc camp in Badaria, every last one of them. They're going to be looking to kill, eat, and loot. That means trolls and orcs, and I mean large orcs.
On the other hand, it might mean they will be distracted dealing with the other intruders.
Maybe.
While they're on high alert, they'll be deployed.
Or,
if they are distracted, it would be walking through crossfire of heavy battle.
Not to mention,
regardless,
if our luck is as bad as it's always been, the ruins we're looking for might already be on the Imperial side. So that means wading through a battlefield to get to where we need to go behind Imperial lines. Worst case scenario.
And then back out.
Maybe. Now,
Well,
the
with
only
all that in mind,
the only good news.
How many here know how to fight heavy armor?
To you.
How to fight against heavy armor?
Aye. If necessary, a pointer or two could be given.
Most people in this room either know how to Mordhau or use maces.
I told her that. I asked her if it was
For us,
something urgent.
we'll talk about it later.
She said yes, if it's an emergency.
Aye.
Whatever the
We
fuck
have a
it's
different way
supposed
of
A quick.
fighting.
On the way, I can give a few pointers on where to strike and to at least make sure this goes off with less casualty.
And we're all in
I'll
agreement.
say this now, if it does help whatsoever.
Yes.
Back when that happened back then months ago, I did try to search over whatever bodies I could to figure out what these armors were made of. Most are most certainly steel, some captains and such. Something stronger. But anything weaker than steel, it's very doubtful.
He whispers to Arn. We should bring Soma lest he gets stabbed in the night.
A tall one.
Is there anyone here that has
More than
walked in
maggot
with me
meat.
that's not coming?
More like to hit.
We will have 14. Jack will be coming as well.
Does he know?
All right.
Aye, he's a swordsman.
The warning does still stand there. If he's running his mouth in the tavern or anyone decides that that's...
I've already
it's
spoken
some
to
reason a good idea.
Made it very clear that nothing can be said about this. Whether it's a victory or loss, nothing can be said. If anything is spoken about, no matter to who, and it is heard, you will start winding up dead in the night. And it
A
won't be
secret
because
to
of
the
anyone in
grave
this
for
room.
all of us. Bjornings always do.
Very good.
Schwertar, if I may. Baylor, if I'm to understand, has experience in ice making his way, tracking through the woodlands. I myself have done so for many centuries. At least until we reach the heart of the conflict. He and I can attempt to guide us away from locations where we believe there would be more people.
We might wind up
Reduce the risk to us until we are closer.
having to break up into smaller parties to scout. But I have a feeling as we arrive in the area, it might just be straight up combat. Now to bring things to a final head, and make one last point before we can leave each other's company. A mutual friend whose life is in danger we've already discussed might decide to help us, maybe. No harm will come to them.
I don't understand where you get all these ideas that I'm out to harm all
I
of you.
didn't say it was you.
Because they believe everything they hear.
It's no secret that there are forces that would rather you not be around, but it's not I.
That's not what I said.
Please know that I'm the only person with any semblance of power in Ariland that is trying to keep you
What I'm
alive.
saying is keep a tight leash on the people that you could bring with you. That's what I'm saying.
No harm will come to anyone go on the mission. Not from me.
Very well. And you'll know where to find us when you find out what is happening in terms of weapon armaments and pay.
Indeed. And one last thing, of course, I would have you take command of the mission, considering your experience.
I'll do what I have to. Try and bring everybody back. It's always been my goal, regardless of how I feel about them.
I'll be relying on that.
As the runesmith, and if Tang agrees with it, I might be able to whip up a couple of runes. I don't know how many overnight, but I'll have to stay up the whole night.
Well, I wish you luck with that. I don't know much about rune crafting, if any. Anything else?
I'm not personally able
I'm going to be
their particular character, but the runes would be useful. From experience.
I don't doubt it.
Any sort of
And
protection
whatever
would be
equipment that we can't
ideal.
gather.
And one final
Personally, I'd like to know the
thing
skill
just to
sets
mention.
those I work with, but
I do not wish to rely on a stolen craft.
I'm going to be speaking to trying to write to the magistrate about getting funding for craftsmen so that we can begin producing things ahead of time. That way, if a siege does come, or if people need armor and weapons and medicine on short notice, it won't be so difficult.
There's an inquisitor behind our lines looking at battlements. There's a siege coming. Or
Indeed.
they might be planning something else. Remember how these servants used to operate. It's odd we have not seen them yet. We've spoken here long enough. We should go. Let me know whenever you have any further information. We'll spend the rest of our day preparing.
Indeed. I will let you out.
any wish a quick tutoring on how to fight against heavy armor with finesse rather than strength, you can speak to me.
Falling asleep there, Lucy.
For your sake.
No. Let's go.
Brother.
Come on.
Loyal. Foolish.
Down the stairs.
Come on.
Lean on me.
I'm alright.
There are no.
Anyways,
He's going to whisper.
Oh, so bloody.
apologies.
Didn't notice he was trembling, not sleeping.
Well, that one may have heard something he should not have.
Yeah, where it's like soft.
You're gonna lay? Oh my god. You don't have to, Mister. You don't
Come
have
on.
to.
Just still sucking on it. What the fuck?
Whatever business you have, please take it outside, Vistil.
I need to buy a lock. The guards kicked in my door.
Ah, for fuck's
Bring an order to the smithy.
And none of these people paid to come in here.
You don't have to.
I need to buy a lock. The guards kicked in my door, and if the door isn't locked, then I...
DMs, make sure you start running modules.
We just started the wolf module.
You guys are the best. Good shit.
Yeah, well.
I need to come by your shop and pick up a gambeson that Nisk did for me.
Hey.
Sarah? You can
If
give
you had
me...
time to make me a lock.
It's not going to take one day, but I can get to work.
I know. I how to pay like the basicles and everything. How much would it be though?
I assume the
If something's missing, I'll know who not to trust anymore.
protection will be ready by tonight then.
Lady Copper.
Keep your father in check. His age is
I could do that.
Alright.
I'll give it to you when you come by to pick it up. Thank you. Thank you.
He's in the daze.
Get rest when you can.
Let's not hang around here.
Oh.
Trust me.
I'll
Let's
send you
go.
order something else, but we can talk about that later.
We can.
On.
What?
We'll be waiting at the smithy.
Kylo, we need to speak. Come on. I'm coming.
Make sure he doesn't fuck this up either. Am I yelling? I can show you.
So spicy, sorry.
Protecting what's
We're going back to Bedaria. Yeah, and it's not going to come from me. Don't worry.
Make sure he doesn't fuck anything up.
That's fine.
I mean it. I will take care of it.
You're right, Tom.
Don't make me do that. And don't fucking cross me. I have a reason to be.
You heard her, Ann. No killing Mirandol.
I didn't hear anything she
Sarah
said.
says no.
I could care less what the cunt says.
Oh.
Come on.
She said not to kill Mirandol.
I don't care what she says.
Are the folk from Silverreach allowed to return now, Bronze?
Card down.
Yes.
When you're ready.
Let them know.
Thank you.
Sure. What's up?
As I was standing near the table, Kyla was looking at the paper that was on it. If there was anything, would he have picked up?
I will have to ask. I don't know.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
I can do both. But
I don't know what to
if
tell
you want,
you,
you can
Kyla.
show me where you want the
But,
door, and I can start prepping it. You already paid for it, so.
It's a touchy situation.
If I wanted her dead, she'd be dead. You know that.
Alright,
I've had plenty
unless
of
that you
opportunities.
need something.
I know.
Let me
She
correct
doesn't.
myself.
Tell you that, I should be able to
I do
reverse
want
the
it,
pricing down
but I'll
in
never do it
places.
myself.
Much more, but
Because it is not honorable.
got to talk to Achilles about the leather straps you'll need. If you can get that,
Hmm.
I can get your braces by
All she's done is add to my troubles, add to the troubles of our
I
family.
paid for the straps. He said he'll bring them to you later today.
So.
Thank you very much.
Discuss anything else afterwards, but I'll be sure it's done.
Well, if we're
Thank
going
you.
to Bedaria, I should probably get to work on my sword, huh?
Alright. Show me
Speaking
where
of
you want
which,
the door.
There's a lot of talks of,
Follow me.
other people doing things they shouldn't, but, you know.
Outfit change.
If I wind up with a crossbow in my back, you'll know why. Say what?
I said you have a unique outfit change. I would not say it suits you.
Well, that's what happens when a goblin's blade almost slices you stem to stern.
Right. You got caught up in an attack by the lake, did you not?
Looks like that they were wandering about the lake, unfortunately, but they're all dead now.
Good. I will return there at some other time then. Oh, and there's something I wish to speak to you about later, when you have the time.
We can speak now if you wish.
It would be best if it was only the two of us.
You remember what I've showed you about how
I'll
to
meet you by
prepare
the fort.
steel? The iron, I mean. I need you to go to Tang. Did you get that iron yet?
Yep.
Okay. Start heating the iron in the forge. Every 2 pieces of raw iron will make 1 ingot. Alright, that should take a few minutes each. Turn them all into ingots. I should be there by then. Good luck.
Very well.
What is his name?
Kylo.
Well, perhaps it is best not to be out in the open.
Is there somewhere you had in mind?
Not quite. I have a home within the port quarters, but the floorboards have cracks between them. I'm sure others could hear from outside.
They shouldn't be able to, and I'll smack them if they do.
Why would you do that?
Because they shouldn't be able to hear us.
Very well. Let us venture to this place then. Do you normally keep these people in line?
In line?
Under the mace, as I've been told.
Who does?
It was a recounting of a story of your people. Of the king, no less. How he united them and such.
Ah. The King of Ireland, old King Aelys, brought to power during the Civil War.
That is the one. And what of this Civil War anyways?
I don't know much about it. It was far before my time. But they said that it went on for a very long time. It's what made Ireland into what it is now.
And it used to be something better, I imagine.
Not sure. As you know, the victors are the ones who write the history books. All that we know is that Ireland used to be many different warring warlords and nation states.
It is not a concept I am very familiar with myself. The winner writes the story. But I suppose it makes sense, no? Whoever is left has the books and the quill and such. Swing it open. It is not much,
We all have to make it
but it is a
somehow.
place to sleep. I do not mind it. If I do not have the lake, then we must have a place.
I thought you still had the lake.
We do have it. No. Not when the goblins attacked, unfortunately. I figure this table might be better, actually.
Well, for whatever consolation
It's
it
just
is,
hard to sit on this chair.
we think that there were only 5.
Hey.
They're all dead.
I'm sending both
Even one
guards
can be
that were in
dangerous.
there
I heard they had
up to
poison, no?
Say again. Voice in my head.
I said one on
Sorry.
its own can be dangerous.
Sending
I
both
heard they
guards
had
up with a
poison
letter for Falgrith
on their
about
weapons.
requisitioning all the supplies and stuff. Also saying that they invited themselves into the meeting, and I'm unsure whether or not they heard anything they should not have. It's signed and sealed.
Okay. One more time.
Alright. So. And even one can be enough on its own. I heard they had poison upon their weapons.
They did.
They said it was being yelled as you all passed by me.
They were using some of the local herbs up in Lullen, which is a logging town north of Ambershire, to poison the people there. Probably trying to weaken them to attack the town directly.
So that is what you all went up there for, I imagine.
Contract for the Iron Wolves.
Now, speaking of missions, I am sure you are aware of the venture that we will be going on to either tomorrow morning or something of the sort. I have been told that you are leading this expedition.
I've heard about Bedario. Yes.
I am, to say the least, a little bit confused. You and Mirandel do not seem to get along too well.
No, not at all.
Why is it that he would ask of you to lead the expedition then?
Probably because he knows that I'm capable of the job.
And yet you told me you have not led people before.
I also told you
The
that I
question then
was
becomes
captain
who I
of a
am being
militia.
misled by. Ah. A militia. Assuming that these... You'll have to keep me up to speed on this concept.
When a country does not want to or cannot afford to keep a solid military in place, fully equipped with plate like you see the soldiers here and with proper weapons and arms. In times of war, just in case, they will call upon the lower class or peasantry or common man. The only reason why this is effective is because they will create militias. Militias are military groups that do not have an official capacity in the military, but are usually used to protect either towns, cities, or in dire times, castles. When the Empire began its invasion, militias were very necessary.
So you give the common people weapons and a little bit of training, and you tell them to defend their home, essentially.
We train the common folk, tell them what they're facing against, knowing that the Empire uses plate, trying to train them in ways to defeat plate. Simple weapons like swords and spears. And unfortunately, because of the way the war's gone, they've been attached to most of the main army. So you'd be hard-pressed to find a militia that doesn't have experience.
Very well. Now, do you know, you had said, I think you had said this, but your voice might have cut out a little bit, if I'm going to be honest. You said you're not familiar with what it is you are about to delve into.
I am familiar, yes.
I have one question then. What is it that we are going there to fix?
I am wholly unsure as to what it is that we're trying to accomplish, but I do know one thing. One of these things that I'm sure you have spoken to Mirandel about, or he's brought up to you already, these archways. There's one there in Daria. The last time we were there, Mirandel fucked around with it, and something happened. There was a reddish glow that exploded throughout the room, filled everyone in the room with fear. It was inhumane, unnatural. Even the stoutest fighter there could not bear to look within its depths. We had absolutely no idea how to fix it or close it, and now that Mirandel had activated it improperly, or so was explained, it was left like that this entire time.
And so what happens? Do you know anything about what happens if it is opened improperly then? Is it... I wasn't even aware this was possible.
I've
Reddish
seen
glow fills everyone with...
a lot of weird shit in the past 6 months of my life. Things that I would have told you a year ago were fairy tales. I could not and I will not pretend to know. The only thing that I'm aware of is we have encountered this before at Mirandel's behest, and he did something to it that made it open incorrectly. It cost us several people.
Can I get an NPC
And
at
it
the
was,
scribery to be my third
There
guard?
was a lot of
The usual
backlash
guy's not
from
here
whoever
today.
pulls his strings. And that was the end of it. I will say one thing, however. Something that you should probably keep close to your chest. When we first arrived there, we were not the first people to go there.
Bruns, right now I'm drawing Vestio. Is this a busy time?
There were
For a
elves.
small description?
Elves bearing the sigil of the king of the elves' house. They were standing before the portal. It was inert and inactive.
And is there any sort of significance to it? Whether they're searching for something or trying to activate it themselves?
Don't know. They wouldn't speak to any of us. They just stared us
They do
down.
like to keep their secrets. And you said it was the royal house
Aye.
of these elves?
King Iender's very house.
It bears much importance for them, and it does for your people.
I would say it bears importance
wonder.
for everyone that wonders what these things are and who knows about them.
Everyone's hands are grabbing for this thing.
Everyone thinks
It
they know
is-
best.
It is a question of how many actually know its nature.
If I had to guess, truthfully, probably the Empire, as they pursue it as such with such force. I don't think anyone else has a fucking clue. Maybe the elves. Maybe.
Yes, that goal, or at least that mentality, yourself and Mirandol share in common. He desires to stop the Empire as soon as possible, and this mission will succeed with that.
He desires to
at
use
least that
these
is the main goal.
gates and use magic to defeat the Empire. Something he does not understand. Something up until recently he used to seek from the Dryad. Either way, my goal is to stop the Empire. It has nothing to do with magic.
I used to seek that from the Dryad. That creature that lives out in these swamps.
You and I are not going to see eye to eye on this. But yes, I used to ask the Dryad about themselves and the power that they wield.
It is a dangerous power.
She's not a threat to you, Kidos.
And what would the death within the forest say of whether she is a threat or not?
Can I ask you a question?
You may.
Did you always know how to use that whip? Were you born into knowing how to use it? Did you make mistakes when you first tried? Tried to snap it and it came back and hit you on your own flesh?
I was trained by my father. He's renowned with the weapon itself. He's unparalleled within my people. Yeah, sure, I made my mistakes. Everyone learning does so.
Have you ever made a
But yes, I
decision
did
that has gotten people killed or hurt, even if you never meant for it to take place, greater good or not?
I cannot say that I have.
I will never tell you that I know
No.
what magic is, and I will never tell you that I have any clue of how to wield it. But for what I've seen, it's a tool, or a weapon. And if I was to use a tool that I know or a weapon that I know without any training, I will hurt myself or others. Whether it's cutting myself with a sword or hurting somebody else with it trying to train. I don't think she was trying to do anything ill. I think she's trying to learn, so she's not a threat. I don't like magic.
I
Kinos.
learned.
I don't understand it. But she has done nothing but heal people and keep them alive and risk her life for us. Truly.
What you're saying is she's trying to atone for the life she has already taken.
I don't know anything about that. I don't.
And maybe you should ask her.
I have. She's still learning. I don't think she remembers
mistake.
things. I've asked her questions about where she's come from or anything she remembers. Somebody like her should be very old, but she does not remember. I don't know.
And how does that make her any more trustworthy? Wielding the power that she has. If she has no memory of the things she does, and she is even slower to learn, she wields a thing that can... I don't know how it works. I know nothing about this. I learned the word magic maybe 4 days ago. I know nothing of it.
I learned it 6
But I know
months
that it can
ago,
cause death.
and it's still brand new to me, trust me. All I can go off is my gut and what I've seen people do, and that their actions are louder than words. Personally, in my time knowing her, I have never seen her do something that took another's life, except when she has fought Imperials. I have never seen her harm another. I swear this on my life for what it's worth.
It's hard to trust words.
I know.
When I have seen the ramifications of her causing death myself. There are those who trust her blindly, and I can at least see that you are not one to do it blindly, but
I like to
you're
understand
not careful
and plan.
enough.
But when I am not told the truth,
As do I.
when I'm not giving all the pieces to the puzzle, I can only do so much. Mirandel always kept information from us. Always danced for his puppet master first. And we suffered for it. Whatever he learned, whatever he found, went straight to whoever pulls his strings.
And yet he is, and you said whoever is pulling his strings. So you know he is not the one doing that.
No, Mirandel is not pulling the strings.
I did say he came from that fort as well. I assume you are familiar with who he is then.
Yeah. I am.
Very well. I see the kind of person
Rob,
you
are
are.
you available?
I have no reason to distrust your leadership, as far as I can tell. Although, I still have my doubts of this mission we are going to venture.
You and me both.
And should I need to take hold of the reins, I might have to do that.
By all means. The only thing I'll say is those people probably won't follow anyone else. And that's not to be grandstanding or be grandiose with you. They're just slow to trust.
I am aware. They have shown their distrust of me. They may... Let me see that come back around to... I don't want to say bite them in the ass, but...
Their distrust of you
They will see I
is
was right.
thanks to Mirandel. Not you.
Guilty by association, I suppose.
Perhaps. I, appreciate you hosting me in your home.
I would not call this just a strange little box that I find myself in sometimes. Shelter from the rain. Well, for others, I suppose. I would stand outside and sleep in it if I could, but...
Can be calming even to humans.
They run rampant outside.
Well, then whatever comes next, we'll try to be ready for it.
I will do my best to make sure I am as ready as possible.
As will we.
Do you know of any others that will be joining?
I have brought 14.
14? This time around, or you were mentioning last time?
Now.
I see. Quite a group then. We will need 2 leaders.
Only a quarter of what I hope to have. That's the truth.
never ventured out with that large of a group myself. It is difficult to manage so many people.
It can be, especially in the heat of combat.
I will take my leave. But before I go, is there anything you need of me?
I would ask kindly. He's gonna lower his voice and whisper. As two people who come from different
Preparations
worlds,
are being made for the ritual to take place
to
when you are
wait
ready.
and watch this dryad, and to cease the idea of killing her. Respectfully.
Is that all?
That is all.
Very well. And I will see you the next morning at the latest, I suppose.
I will be here.
So long, Arn.
Take care, Kidas.
Until then.
Say, oh, fuck. Darth, I wasn't ready for that. You didn't tell me you were doing that today, so I got nothing for you.
Oh, good. I basically described what I knew of her at least.
Silva,
Yes.
drop down. Gambit, drop down. If you could, Gambit. Gambit, when you're able to, that summoning's gonna take place. Silva, where?
We're currently by the Dryad's tree, the big tree. I've put a blue moss and a camric thing, roughly where this ritual is taking place.
Would you
the
be able
camric
to find your way there, Gambit?
I will be there in a minute. I'm just
Good
gonna
man. I'll be there soon as well.
Yeah. Luckily, you caught me right when I was finishing something up.
Fuck yeah. I'll be there soon.
Bruns, don't worry about responding to this, but if you ever need someone moved to another channel, just let me know. I'll do it for you.
Sorry, it's the heat stroke making me fucking crazy.
No worries. That happens. Just rolled in a bit ago. Mind if I start crashing at your place, by the way? It's rather expensive coming in and out of walls every damn day.
Well, you'd have to sleep on the floor, I'm afraid. Myself and my son are in there.
I mean, if it saves me 30 copper for going inside the damn walls, then
Welcome to
may as well.
living in Adwick. Every time we go in and out, I've lost about 15 copper or so since we came here.
Jeez.
Don't
Well,
give them ideas.
what the hell happened to your shut?
When the goblins were down by the lake, one of them cut straight down. I barely moved back in time. Thank you for reminding me.
You did manage to catch them all right?
Need to go to the Weaver. If you'll walk with me.
Right. Yes. Have you seen her here today? Because she does actually owe me 40 copper. Hopefully I'll make up for the bloody taxes.
Yes, she's been here.
I see. Well, at the very least, you seem to be feeling better after your second run-in with those green bastards yesterday.
I guess.
Oh, there you are.
I'm looking to pick up my gambeson.
I think I thought. Did he not make?
How much was that to get made?
Well, I was overcharged by Nisk, so it cost me 4 silver and 50 copper.
It's not about 350.
350.
It's not terrible. But if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to put it on. So I'm not walking around like fucking cock in the wind.
Alright, I'm ready.
I take it that you're going to Badaria.
Yes, and please, for the love of God, do not speak about this. You will wind
I
up
won't.
dead
I
in
haven't
the
told
night.
anyone. Oh.
Well,
wait, I see. Some Drow adventurer lady came by and told me that if I went, then she'd give me my knife back.
Right.
And also something about getting spider silk. So, I don't know if you were giving notice about that, but I'm supposed to join, I guess, you folks with the meeting in the evening.
Perhaps. You don't have to. You know exactly what's there, and it's going to be worse.
Am I waiting for something?
Why
are we going back?
On my way to you.
Something about getting...
Because the Empire is going to try and take what's there, and if they get it, the war's over. That's fine.
I know Mirandor was expressing the same concern. Do they not already have Ledford?
I don't know why. I just don't. I'll have to go. Thank you for the guidance.
Oh wait, no, wait, I need you. So I need a lock, that'd be 80 copper, eh?
80 copper, yes.
I also need a short sword. Given what's coming. I don't suppose you have anything ready.
It won't be ready in time for tomorrow.
I know, but it would be useful for later than that.
Sure. If you can come up with 3 silver, not a problem.
Probably good.
Alright.
Well, how's about this?
For the lock now.
I should actually like to get some gambeson made as well. You said it was 350 for gambeson, right? Well, you do still owe me 40 for getting your door repaired, so how's about...
The door's open, Lucian.
Tried knocking, but I guess no one heard me or something, but...
The door's open. I've got to be quick, I have to run.
Meet you back at the smithy whenever.
Okay, I'll be there soon. Alright, where exactly am I going so I don't get lost?
There is a giant tree by the rear of the swamp. There is a pathway that will lead you to it. And by the pool of water, by the large tree.
By the pool of the swamp.
You, Brunswick.
Is it the rightmost spawn?
Yeah, the one at the bottom right.
Bottom right, gotcha. Alright, and...
This way, other way.
Oh.
See my camera?
Yes.
This way.
I've lost you. I see them in the distance. I need fucking DM speed. DM present.
I only have.
Hey, Bruns, real quick, can I use the rocks in the river to use for runestones?
So are you ready, Selma?
For the sake of continuity, because this has been tried in season 1, I'm gonna have to say no.
Alright, you got it. Thank you.
I'm about to say in Elven, I summon you, and your
Guide
name,
my
Gambit.
actions, and I will follow.
Remember, it's Gisar Aftel.
Im Tolsin, Grisir Aftel.
A slight flutter of air through the foliage nearby. And a green light sprouting out in front of you.
It's only been a while, hasn't it?
It certainly has. Why am I cold here?
I'm afraid that our mutual charge is once again under threat.
We require
I know.
your assistance and your guidance in this time, Guardian of the Wood.
I still don't have much strength, but I can muster as much as I can. What is it that you need me to do?
Simply put, we must both muster our collective energies into finding a way to navigate the Bedaria safely. I know you remember that place all too well.
Yes, of course, the place I died.
I'm sure you already know, but you can see everyone but Awen.
You should never.
Yes, there
Something
was.
says out that should never have been touched. It needs to be destroyed.
I agree.
You did not have to
I looked
live
at this
to
thing
see
firsthand.
You did not have to experience the horrors of the Imperials from a living standpoint. But they are there, and they seek to control the mistake that we allow to happen.
Of course they do, of course they do. Humans will do things that humans want to do, of course.
You know that they advance so quickly, and soon the portal will be overrun.
Clean up the mess that we left behind.
The
I intend
humans
to go
will be
there
reaching the portal soon. Very soon. And there's nothing I can do, really, to stop it.
We still need a way to get there. We can't just let the access this place.
You can't offer a way to bring them there,
And there is one among
but you
them
can act as her conduit, and now that it
that
is
may
spring,
yet
you may be able to grant her a
be able to
modicum
be
of
swayed
strength that
to
doesn't require her to pull on Fae.
assist.
But
I
it is
have
limited.
time for that.
I can't bring you there directly, but now that spring is sprung, I can perhaps offer you a conduit to something to help you along your way.
If you give me and lend me your energy, I told them that I would be able to guide them a safe way through. I am certain that between the two of us that we have enough power to do it, especially when it is my home turf in a number of ways.
Yes. Well.
Plus,
These people are talking to themselves and it's fucking weird.
of you getting to see me fulfill that promise I made you 6 months ago.
Right.
You want a word with them.
Because believe me, I would love nothing more than to see him suffer for what he has done to everyone else and continues to do so.
I need to have a word with Miranda.
If your presence is there with us, you will have that opportunity.
So you're bringing him with you? You're trusting him?
I am not trusting him with anything. He would go regardless of the matter. I would go by myself if I had no support. This is my charge, and by proxy yours as well.
He's useful, but you need to leash him. He's too wild, too... I don't want to say malevolent, but too focused on this magic and everything, and how to harness it and all this other stuff. He doesn't understand it.
I know he doesn't, which is why he actively feeds the delusions of others as to the nature of what it is that you and I practice. There are plenty who now seek my death because of this.
Why? Why?
Because they see it as dark magic, witchcraft.
Dark? Oh, yes, of course. Humans, right? Humans.
Oh, believe me.
You know, I wasn't mortal for long, but you know, now that I'm in this state, and I can feel everything. No. For the most part of what's going on. Poor Balo back there. I see things differently. Sure, I'm still Leon on the inside, but maybe better.
Do you blame me for what I had to do in that moment? It is through that action that we are all here and alive today.
Where else would I be, other than dead? Sure, some astral plane or something in the future or beyond the scars, but, you know, there's things to be done here.
That is something that I hope that they would understand, but perhaps it is because somehow they have become aware of this nature that they are so keen on declaring what we do dark. If I need to, I do not know if he is able to see you the way that we can, but I will let you speak through me, so that you may have your peace with him.
Before the humans started fighting in Badaria, I had seen elves come and go. High elves. It's faint, I could only see it through the forest, but...
Do they resemble the ones that we saw before? The ones of House Ayandar?
Ayandar, yes.
So they still remember. Arn was insistent on reminding us that there was a matter that they had on that allowed them free passage into these ruins. Might you have ascertained what it is that makes them different?
Listen. Even now I could feel the people of Ireland and the Imperials clashing within Badaria. And that they're getting ever closer to those ruins.
That is why we are out of time. We do not have the luxury of
And of
making
course, the
plans.
orcs are so happy with everything that's going on around them that they wanted to play as well.
I have no doubt. But as it stands, this is our course of action.
One final thing. Perhaps not final, but one more important thing. The portal that had opened, that Mirandel tried to open and failed. I could feel it for a time, but now it's gone. It's like it's no longer there, or no longer open at least.
It might be that those elves have done part of the work for us. Set it back to a neutral state.
Let
Which
us
will make
hope.
the process easier to destroy it completely.
Spirit, do you have the power to break this thing?
I don't know.
That may yet be a test.
Do you know
See.
if my mother's old home still stands?
What if these elves appear and try to stop you? And destroy you?
If it's what I think it is, then perhaps. But I can't offer you that information.
Remember, Faye, the warning. The people of old tore down the bridges of stone. I believe they seek our same goal.
There's not much I can see. The only thing that sticks out is a grave that stands empty.
That's not possible.
Not possible? Well, that's all I can do.
Thank you, baby. Chat, where's Mirandel?
My apologies.
No worries.
While I am versed in some areas, others elude me.
As you're talking here, Mirandel, a chill goes down your spine, and something flashes over your vision. A man clad in green, with pointy ears, and antlers, and bright blonde hair. They wait.
Mr. Tang.
Apologies,
It is all
I'll
right.
leave you to your business.
An odd fellow. What can I do for you today, sir?
I was just coming to see if my inquiry of employment as well as
Excellent
my
timing
other
for
message
yourself.
went through.
Excellent timing for yourself. I did actually receive some instructions specifically for you. Now,
Hey, Bruns. Quick cue for you.
Real quick. Awen, when you can, I need you to break away and go over to Iandale's house in the swamp. Go ahead, Shinny.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag you just for half a second, put you back. Okay, so the question I have for you is, right now Haskell has been brought over to speak to a certain lord and regale him with the tale of Lilith and the troll and all that good stuff, right? I want you to roll for me how well he's telling the tale.
Yes, probably.
With a 19, he's going to be just absolutely on the edge of his seat, amazed by the feats of Henry and his ability to just take down anything that seems to come in front of him. He's going to offer you more and more drink and demand that you tell your story to the fullest extent. And as soon as you finish it, he's going to ask you to do so again. He's going to throw you what he calls a silver, but he's so drunk it's 1 copper.
Okay. All right, good stuff.
Okay.
Putting you back.
Once more, the same image flashes over your eyes. It looks like it's going towards the swamp. Awen is almost, Mirandel's almost to the swamp. Awen, let me know when you're in position.
I'm lost.
You know what?
Just go to her house.
I think I see footprints leading into the swamp. Perhaps someone picked up our corn purse and took it there.
That would be careful. I think it's really going to be over here if it's worth going in there.
Yes, I believe so.
I'm waiting.
God, which way do those footprints lead?
Oh, be careful with the fucking traps in here. That's the special one.
Right. Guardsmen have... Your heavy plate is... How's it gone?
Jumping in this ship.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Oh, God.
Well,
Tucking all
taking
your
off my boots.
fucking-
I would suggest keeping them warm.
Coming, Awen.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go around this fucking way.
You go around. Oh, do be careful where you.
Did you say you were there?
I'm right in front of the front door.
Okay. He's coming your way. You have your
Yep.
info. The way you
I
want to
have my
deliver it is
info.
all you, homie.
Yes. Make him cry.
As you get closer and closer, there is a feeling in the back of your head. One that is uncomfortable and cold. The flash of blonde again around the front of the shack, going towards where you remember the door is.
Oh, it's that shack that they found. Oh. Well, this looks nice. I mean,
Gosman,
there's nothing else here.
wait there for me.
Yes. Are you sure?
Around the corner.
Sure.
Yes.
I'll head back up to the other chat.
You want us to just leave you alone in this shack in the middle of the swamp?
It's fine. It's fine. Just around
Are
the
you
corner.
alright,
I'll
sir?
just be here. Yes, I just need you to give me some space. For just a moment.
All right. If you need anything, we'll be right out here.
Very good. Guardsman.
Yes.
I'm alright. Please, just around the corner. If you hear any scuffle, you'll know to come in.
Understood.
Don't go inside. I said, don't go inside, you fucking...
The guards think that this is a strategic location to watch everything from, in this direction.
Leave it to your best judgment, Sergeant.
You really are an idiot, aren't you? What would you do without me?
Honestly, I don't know. Get caught in a trap, have my leg cut off.
Yes, I'm sure. You know, I've heard what you've done, what you're planning to do. I couldn't believe it.
I was blind.
Blind? Yes.
Foolish.
Blind and wanting to complete every mistake over and over and over, right?
Not...
You're supposed to be the smart one, Mirandel. And here I am, cleaning up your messes.
I'll find a way to free you.
Free me? I'm as free as I've ever been. You know, at first it was... At first I didn't know what to think about it, but... I get to see so much. I get to feel so much. You have no idea, do you? What do you think I am? Some slave? No. I'm still me. I'm just more of me now.
But you seemed so opposed. You hated it. It wasn't like you at all. You didn't want it.
Don't worry about it. I'm fine. It's you that has a problem. Everything you've done, Mirandel. Everything you've done is just caused so many issues for everyone. Deaths of people that supported you. Just on for what? What are you gaining from knowing this information?
I never wanted any information. I just wanted everyone to get out alive. And I was played like a
I'm
fool.
sure.
I'm trying to change.
Yes.
I'm trying to fix everything.
Dealing with things that you don't understand. And playing along with whatever that man's name is, the one with the creepy voice, the weird beard. If I understood why you...
I'm so sorry. When
You abandoned everything our people stand for. You may as well be one of the humans.
And what of me?
Inspiring to murder.
I never
and
saw
down.
it. Our kid never
What would
looked
hap-
after
What do
me.
you think will happen if she dies? What do you think happens to me? I don't know. You don't know.
God damn it.
Are you really that much of a coward?
A coward?
Yes. A coward.
I may be a fool, but I'm not a coward.
Ah, yes. Hide in your city walls, coward.
Maybe you're right. I never listened to Arlen. He was right about everything.
Yes. Everything you do, just in the blindness, the blind way you do them, I don't understand. Everything you do, it aids our enemies, everyone's enemies.
What do
you
you
try to play
recommend?
with things you don't understand.
I was given the responsibility to look after an entire town's worth of people. I was desperate. I knew the Empire was coming for all of them, and I was trying to find any way to get them out.
There was other ways, Mirandel. There was other ways. I can't do this.
You're stuck in your own ways. You always have been.
No, Eowyn, please. I'm trying to change.
Yes, I'm sure you are. Why don't you do it instead of trying to do it?
I don't know what's right. I don't know.
And you are free. Nicely performed.
Yes, dude.
Nicely performed. Good character development.
Chills, bro. All right, going back up.
Carex.
Say that
Carex.
again,
Now's the time to gather your 3 paladins and search for the Dryad.
Again?
Oh, did you do that already?
Yes.
That's already been done.
Spectacular. Fucking excuse me.
We have finished the small modules. The only ones left are the ones run by you, Advo, and Shinny.
I'm not used
Do I have
to
permission
this.
to make it even?
Yes, please.
You got it.
We love you, Bronze.
Love you too. Thank you all for your hard work.
It's mostly Tish. He gets
Make
the
sure
credit.
you guys are spreading that rumor about an axe murderer wandering Adric's Poor District at night. Talk about it in the streets.
I can do this.
I'm going to need several people as royal guards. I need 4 royal guards to wait for me at spawn.
I need to speak to Ian now.
Seeing up ahead, you hear the echoes of voices. One of them is faintly familiar.
Name yourselves and go to the spawn. If you're an NPC going.
Cax's big royal guard.
Timeless. Okay.
If you have one of my royal guards drop down to desktop NPC.
Dark. Do you remember we came this way, right? I believe
that way. That way.
That way, I think.
With a 13, guardsman. The head scholar looks visibly shaken. Looks like he is distressed. That's all you can tell. And just exit however you will. You remember how to get out. Looking through the brush,
and I will have to just...
you see Mirandel and 2 guardsmen exiting the swamp.
It is him. We are going to inevitably cross paths as it is.
Looking over at your door, you see that it is ajar. Undamaged, unbroken, but open.
No sense of pride.
Looking around the room, nothing seems to have been touched, nothing seems to have been moved. Everything seems to be exactly where it should be.
Didn't take anything. Why did he invite himself in?
Who was in here? Right? Mirandel.
Green man here.
Never mind, blue man's a fucking idiot. He didn't go in. I forgot. My bad. Disregard. It was locked.
Never mind.
Bruns, you need a DM for this encounter, or do you have it?
Yes, I will need you to, You remember how he displayed his displeasure last time?
With the wall thing?
Not so much that, but the general feeling when he looked at people.
Yeah, both Saravith and Mirandel's.
Yeah, gonna need that.
Got it.
Mirandel. With a 4, you can't exactly remember it. It's just coming back to you now. You were so absorbed with the meeting that took place and the worry of so many people in close quarters. You just realized that the last time you had looked at Arn, you felt a tingle down your spine.
Talking to him.
Hold
or
of the
yelling at him.
pro model and go be friendly with
The
Musa.
crown does not pay you to sit upon your asses.
Fall drip.
Greetings, my lord.
Should all have swords.
Yes, sire.
Swords.
Unfuck yourself.
If you need more, I'm here.
Well, if the opposite of you helping is you sitting on your ass, then yes. Come be a guard.
I'm just trying.
Okay.
Your drip is quite legendary, my lord.
Stop fucking saying that to me.
Because I'm always fucking busy.
Who is this?
Sword.
Fucking timeless. I expect better from you.
Fucking, I just want to drink at least an ounce of water.
You didn't drink, boy.
I can't do it in character. I don't have a flask.
We're in spawn room now.
Oh, that still scares the shit out of me. And I knew that on my mom.
Fogret? Oh,
Oh, what the fuck?
Can we run
Yeah,
in?
he's fucking scary. Yes.
I think it's about right.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
Chat, most of you should already be aware of these powers. You've seen them, but I'm letting you see them again so you know how deadly this dude is. Alright, so you will be at all sides of him at all times. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 on either side of him at all times. Go ahead and get in formation so you know where you belong. When I enter a building, Aurelius, you stand in front of whatever door I came through so nobody else comes in. On the inside, not on the outside.
Understood.
Frenchie and Draco, you go to the opposite side of the room behind whoever I'm talking to the corners and face behind them. The rest of you go against the walls and face inward. Make them as uncomfortable as possible. That's what we do here.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, Lord.
So the time has come, yes. Very well. Come. Mirror off. Chat, where's Mirandel? I need to know. At once.
One question that's been on my mind. The voice that she hears in her head, is that Falgris or is that
It's not something I'm gonna say on stream.
Then I know it is. Okay.
Just know it's gonna be overwhelming. Outside Castle on the Road. Alright, here we go. Noble Quarter, top left. Stand by. Giga. Gigabits.
Yes.
I would suggest to Mirandel that Falgrith could probably be by at any moment since he sent his letter, and it would be a good idea to return back to the scribery.
Understood.
Thank you.
We might be going there now.
Good. They are en route. Remember, do your thing, Shinny.
You got it. You want it to start as soon as they enter?
Shinny, the answer is yes. Do you know where they are?
I'll go double check for you. One tick.
Stay by the front door, please. Let me know when they're coming in. Also DM to them that the door is ajar.
Too easy. Ah, yeah, got it. Mirandel's just outside the scribery. No sign of Cerebith yet.
Perfect. Once he's in here talking to me, I'm not going to do anything crazy until you come back. Find Cerebith, and you can DM to her that her chains are burning white hot, and she's being dragged to the scribery. Literally dragged.
Got it. On it.
Good man.
Good to see you, Lord. I trust my missives have reached you well.
They have. Please, by all means, be seated. We only wait now for your compatriot.
Compatriot? Ah, you mean Cerebith.
Yes.
Very good.
She will be here soon enough. Now, your missives. Have you sent those letters out yet?
No, I was awaiting on your approval.
Do not send the one to King Ayenda.
Interesting. What purpose will that serve for, well, the kingdom?
Miranda, do you think at all that King Ayenda is unaware as to what is taking place beneath the surface?
No, I do not. I suppose I understand you do not want to bring attention.
Did someone find the gate before you?
Say again.
I said, did someone find the gate before you?
Yes, they did.
Who, Miranda? Perhaps I have forgotten.
I'm sure that you need no reminder. I'm aware.
Would you not say that whatever is afoot, the Elven King has his hand within it?
DM note, Falgrith would note a lot of
suppose so.
swearing and backtalk.
Then
She's on
why
her
does
way.
he not help?
Why have the elves never helped, Miranda?
Well,
Because all
my
are
honest view,
beneath
that's...
them.
So they say.
So they say indeed.
Still, this is a threat to them as well. I do find it baffling.
Something that they will never acknowledge until the very last moment, and their woods are aflame. However,
Very well.
do see that you send a letter to your patron.
You believe that he would send aid?
I believe that he will cause trouble within Eshmathalos's ranks.
I see.
Upon your entering Cerebral, you will start hearing a wave, a veritable sea of whispers clouding into your mind. A ceaseless babble of words, both angry and bitter. And Miranda, your spine will begin to not only tingle, but have sudden surges of awful pain.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
Come have a seat, Serapis.
Shut up.
Sit. Now, I understand that there is much that is afoot. That things are rather
Indeed.
difficult to solve through the normal means.
Here. Come on.
Those chains are gonna slam her into that chair, Shane.
Stand before your lord. Sit as he's requested.
The chains momentarily assist you in moving to the chair, but as soon as you get there, it slams you down into them, pinning your arms to the arms rest, and you're back straight up. Arendelle, you're gonna have a hard time looking at Falgrith. Anytime you do, it's gonna hurt.
You seem to be very opinionated, Seravith. I'm assuming I misheard. Now, the Empire has closed with the ruins as of a few hours ago. Lord Godfrey's men are beginning to falter. There are rumors that are unconfirmed of an inquisitorial presence, a large one. I do not know exactly where in Badaria, probably scattered amongst the lines themselves. They are very aware of what they are closing with. My agents have also apprehended and executed a man within Adwick. One that seemed to have overheard everything that was spoken about by those who never keep their mouths shut. An Imperial, no less. Almost the same thing that happened to the people of Ledford but half a year ago. They know everything. There is a question that must be answered. I do not know why they do not just use what they have found at Ledford, unless something catastrophic has happened upon our departure. But I do know this. If they manage to take the one that is within Badaria, they will be able to go wherever it is they wish. To Vernfolder, to Gradia,
Even in the current state it is in.
to Eshma Thalas.
Your interjection into Falgrith's speech before having permission to speak sends another wave of pain right up your spine, Mirandel. It is shockingly deep, and it is coursing through you.
Spend more time listening, Mirandel. Once this gate has been captured, the Empire will be able to pour in wherever they wish. That is their goal. Even into the Underdark, they will go where they wish. Now,
Thickness coward.
Useless tool is something that is remarkably, well, tedious. Unfortunately, with the death of King Aelis, the ranks are rife with discontent and concern. It seems some of the lords are having second guesses, or so I've heard whispers of. That is not something for you to worry about. I will deal with them as I must. But if this gate is not taken care of, there are things far worse than the gates themselves, Mirandel. How one travels from gate to gate in the blink of an eye is not entirely unknown to the world. But it is unknown to those who would cause us harm. If the Empire has time to study this, well, things will be far worse than ever. About your second letter, what are you asking of me?
Weapons and armor for use during this mission,
As eye
and
contact,
pay
your
for the
back hurts.
mercenaries.
Your
And
mind
pay
has
for
a
the
sharp
mercenaries
stab
that are
into
being
it.
sent. Given that they are doing business for the crown, I figured it would make sense to ensure their pay, the ones that come back at least. I'm sure it won't be that much out of pocket. Toss the silver or two and they will. They know their place. And
They know
could
their
give an assurance that they will not. They will not talk.
Are you sure of this, Mirandale? Would you be willing to bet your life on it?
Weak. Of course, they are upstarts and angry peasants. But they understand that if they start to talk about things they shouldn't, that they will begin to fall like flies.
They know their place, Mirandale, but do you? Do you know your place? I must wonder.
As his hands flick upwards, you will be thrown up into the ceiling for a moment, bounding off of it and back down to the ground. It hurts. It is as though you were tossed into it. The energy coursing through you from this direct contact with energy has everything spiking through you. You feel as though you're being pierced by 1,000 needles through your entire spine.
No. You speak of one knowing their place, Mirandale, but I could not help but hear interesting words said earlier. About his grand plan. What Falgrith is up to. Speaking of things that are none of your concern at all.
They're very familiar with your way of doing things. They suspect you some kind of Grand Vizier. Why not play into that fear? They will grow to trust me, and through me they can do your will.
A man who has to be extraordinary to gain fear is not a man worth fearing, Mirandale.
I'm afraid I am not having an easy time understanding you. My ears are ringing.
A man who must be extraordinary to generate fear is not a man worth fearing, Mirandale.
Of course.
So at this point, the voices are going to pick up in bass and cadence and be more insulting.
May I field a question about the mission, Lord?
Speak.
The portal was left in a state of disarray. The energy is emanating from it. It was unearthly. How can they possibly use it in its current state, if they don't even know what powers it?
Kill him then.
That
Kill him now.
is the
Useless,
problem,
useless.
Mirandale.
Waste of life.
They know, and they have known.
So they do know.
So it would seem.
And what is this secret power that apparently they do know about?
Not something that you must concern yourself about. What I need from you is to ensure it is not opened. Now.
Very well.
He's going to pull out a very dark, black tablet where the runes glow blue. It looks identical to one that you've had before.
If you approach this gate in Badaria, towards the base there is an indentation. The tablet will fit perfectly.
I understand.
What is your purpose at Badaria, Mirandel?
To ensure that the portal is closed, no matter the cost.
Closed or destroyed?
Closed or destroyed.
It was a question, not a statement.
Apparently, closed.
And what of you, Serevith? Closed or destroyed?
Destroyed.
That wasn't my directive. At all. Closed or destroyed, Serevith?
Wouldn't destroying it fix the problem, sir?
With another flick of his wrist, Serevith, at this time the chains no longer pin you to the chair and you are thrown into the ceiling as well. With a dull thud, you impact the stone and you collapse back down into the chair. The chains suspending you for but a moment to make sure you don't break it.
I do not come here for you to offer me your questions. Your insight that is insignificant and small. I have tolerated you thus far, and given you the privilege of being a part of something far larger than yourself for answers about yourselves that you otherwise will never know. You exist because I deem it so.
As you laugh at him, the voices pick up even further.
This is what you get. This is what you reap. You sow what you reap. You didn't kill him. You could have killed him.
You see,
Kill him,
Miranda,
kill him, kill him.
your compatriots has a shroud over their shoulder. Something that walks with them, influences them, feeds on them like a parasite. Something dark.
I am not food.
To it, you are. And slowly it will consume more and more, until you are no longer yourself.
No. I am going to eat her. Completely.
For one moment, Seraph, I am going to give you true insight into your own mind. And for 1 second, I'm going to release the protections of your chains so you may hear what's truly in your head.
Please don't.
Why waste yourselves? Bend to me! Do what I demand! You are ever the slave, ever the property. You belong to anyone who wishes to put their chains on you.
I was not sure what it was at first, but I think I'm learning as time goes on something very interesting about our dear Seraph. These chains give her a modicum of sanity, a barrier, if you will, that quiet the voices she would hear otherwise. Something dark has latched onto her. It is no spirit. It is no ghost.
He will snap his fingers once more and the protections will return and the voices will quiet.
Vessel property, vessel property, vessel.
There is a much
May I ask a question, Lord?
bigger picture, as you can see. Ask.
You said it is something dark. I thought magic, a tool, something not good or evil.
Magic
It's just proof otherwise.
is how it is
It's not
wielded.
magic.
But as Seraph has told you, this is not
magic.
magic. Not anymore, anyway. I will have to study further to be sure.
Just get rid of it. Don't want it anymore.
Oh, but I can't, Seraph. Even if I felt that you were
Let's do everything else, why not?
worthy of it, some things can only be let go of once you have
As
relinquished
you look
it.
upon Falgrith once again, stabbing pain shatters through your spine.
I simply just cannot take something from you that you have sunk your claws into, Seraph. You don't want it to go.
It was just a locket.
I digress.
It was only a locket.
We are off subject. What do you need for this mission, Merendel? Ask now.
Armor, weapons, and provisions for those that are coming. We have 14 in total. Most of them need to be outfitted with some simple kind of armor and weaponry. As in addition, they are demanding pay for their complicity.
Of course they are. You can tell them, as they already know who I am, that the Crown will pay them for their services quietly. No coin will be promised before the task is done. Once it is finished, and I have received all the reports necessary, I will decide what they have earned. However, I will send word to a trusted agent at the castle armory. I can procure some spears, some shields, maybe a halberd or two before questions are asked.
A mace. Apologies. A mace or a hammer as well. We have a dwarf who specializes in such combat.
Very well. A mace.
I need bolts, Mirandol.
You left the
And bolts for the servant as well.
I will procure what I can. This is a country at war, after all.
Indeed. Very gracious of you, my lord.
Miranda. Very, very soon, you are coming to a point where you will have to choose what is more important. You have been faltering again and again, second-guessing your actions, costing us progress. I thought you had promise.
Forgive me, Lord, but I am left in the dark of so much.
On that comment, you're going to feel another sharp pain right through your spine. It's a deliberate stab.
Everything that I tell you is what you need to know. I do not keep you in the dark because it amuses me. I keep you in the dark because you are foolish. And your actions are foolish. And until you learn to not be foolish, I will only tell you what you need to know.
With all due respect, Lord, lot of my foolish...
Speak, Miranda.
With all due respect, my lord, a lot of my foolishness comes from not truly understanding what it is that we are doing here.
Here it is, Miranda. What you are best at. Shifting the blame. You are given very simple and clear directives, but you cannot choose how you go about them, because you hesitate. You think of old dead friendships amongst these people of Ledford that would sooner see you dead than anything else. And all I have done is give you actual answers, even at times when I have to be cryptic to protect those involved. I have offered you insight, but what you do with this insight is always wrong. Everything does not go wrong because the cards are stacked against you, Mirandel Thessalor. It is because of how you play your hand. Do you want to learn